IceManIsaac podcast. Today, we have probably the most drama-infested pod like we've ever had today. But before we get into it, as always, we got to introduce the guests. My boy JGOD, my boy Isaac, my boy JoeWo. How are we doing today, boys?
Doing good.
I was insane. The vibe is up, bro. It's a Friday. It's a weekend.
Of the world.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Jay had the watch party of a lifetime, and Mr. Joseph fresh out of third place in stage 2 finals. Come on now.
The vibe is insane. No, y'all killed the podcast, bro. Y'all crushed it, dude. It looks so sick, bro. The couch, the POVs, it looks so sick.
Thank you, bro. We put a lot of, a lot of effort and time into it, man. I'm glad, they're fucking doing good, bro. But before we get into it, I just kind of want to, let's give Joe his flowers. Everybody in the chat, everybody here on YouTube, make sure to comment. Congrats, Joe. Third place is actually very good for y'all. Those are like, oh, you only got third. Like, brother, for BR, third is pretty damn good, bro. Joe, congratulations, bro. How do you feel right now? I wish I could have interviewed you yesterday, but how you feeling, bro?
Bro, it was such a good day. Like, we knew, dude, not to say that like that the lobby was gonna be more competitive than EU, but I was like, yo, there's gonna be like 50 of the best teams. There's gonna be like we gotta lock it in every game. There's gonna be a lot of teams like probably like by about game 3 or 4 teams like knew like we have to start getting killed, getting placed. Like our team played consistent all day, and obviously like we're 0.2 from second, which kind of sucked, but we had a ton of games that we got no points for top 5, top 4, top 3. So honestly, our team fried all day. So it was just a great day. Great day. I
feel like you guys were hella consistent, bro. Because like the way I looked at it was we were looking at, I feel like you guys not came out of nowhere, but you guys were always there. And then in those last couple games, y'all just boom, shot up to third. Like you guys were always consistent, bro. At like 0.2 away from second. When I saw leaderboard, I was like, wait, bro, I didn't even know they were frying like that. And we were watching everybody. We were literally watching everybody. So like, bro, you guys, again, it all comes down to fucking team play, communicating. And bro, congrats, man.
The vibes were insane all day. Even if, because I was watching a lot of POVs back, bro. Then I feel like it goes under the radar as like a good like teammate thing to have, bro. Team vibes are everything, bro. Yeah. Like even if one of us made a bonehead play, screwed up, missed a shot, lost a goal, it doesn't matter. Like bro, all good. Next play, we're good. Next game, it's a long tournament. I was seeing some POVs, people were losing 4 on their teammates. Like dude, like you suck. Like what the heck you doing? Like, and then from the next game, they're scared to even try to make a play again. They could have a free kill, a free flank, but they're not doing it because they know if something happens, they're getting roasted. Like, and our team was always positive vibes. We were frying.
Dude, I got to give you some props, man. We were watching, and when you guys fought Diaz's team in that Zaza, you made the play. Let me be honest. That airstrike, the airstrike to fucking to throw off.
That was the momentum right there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That airstrike to throw off Sage.
Off that heady. You had a 1v1, both on a head glitch, both full plates, and I mean he's one of the best out there, but you caught him bad there.
It's because the ISO headshot multiplier, bro. Everybody's like, yo, you got to use the lock. But I was like, I'm not.
Well, at that range, too. That was like a 15-ish meter. That was beyond that 8 meter of the Lockman.
The craziest thing is he wasn't even using a sub. He was using a Cronin.
Yeah, he was using the Cronin. Yeah, he was using the Cronin.
That was just like, bro, I was like,
if you're using the Lockman in that one, you don't deal enough damage at that range.
Yeah. And like, everyone's like, yo, like, trust me, it's way better. And I was like, dude, I just love the ISO. I've always just hated the Lockman. And and I know they were probably lost full because I'm pretty sure from that fight, we found 3 stealth vests after that. So we were all stealthed up. So it was probably like just wraps from there.
Honestly, whoever won that gunfight, would have placed the highest, right? Obviously, you guys went and do you guys remember what place you ended up on that game or no?
I don't remember from that game, no. But
you
like
got on the bridge with Blast and Tex under you.
Oh,
you guys for sure were top 10.
Dodecahedrons with no aim assist.
Yeah. That was a hard pull though. Everyone was dying on that rotate. Everyone died pretty much.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Everything ended there. Awful. Like literally, if whoever won that gunfight was staying alive to end game because it ended there. So congrats, man. But boys, appreciate it. Let's get into what everybody in the chat, everybody here is waiting for. Today is probably look, bro. I woke up today feeling like absolute shit, right? Like headache, whatever. I've been feeling good, and so I'm like, damn, I'm down bad. I'm laying down, just trying to feel better, and I see Twitter, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? I was like, bro, I contemplated not getting on today because of how bad I felt, but I was like, nah, like the drama today is way too crazy to not get on. Guys, what the fuck happened today? Genuinely, I mean,
where do we start? Do we start with Rostermania, or do we start with?
Let's talk. Let's do. I guess let's talk Jukies first. Jukies first before we get into Rostermania, because I feel like Rostermania is very, very long. So let me go and let's me pull it up right here. Where's Jukies at? Right here. So I'm gonna pull up the tweet for y'all. Make sure there's nothing here. Hold on. All right, because I got the leaks and I'm trying to leak who gave me the leaks. All right, so here we go. I'll pull it up right here. So right here we have Mr. Jukies tweeted out, "The craziest shit has just happened and I am fucking lost for words. Just put it this way, got our first place taken away and have went down to second place yesterday." Wow. So long story short, I'm going to roll the clip. You guys already saw the clip, I'm assuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So let me bring this up, right? Let me show you guys what happened here. Oh, the cameras went out, my bad. I'll just do it like this. So you guys all you have to do is just hear it. So
it's just that bro that he picked me there, to the wall.
Yeah.
All right, gonna play it now. All right, pretty much. It's a little low for whatever reason.
The Vortex on. Right.
I don't want to chat.
I want to know.
Do you want me to tell you?
We're not meant to chat.
So he's asking, do you want me to tell you how many kills they have, right?
I just got info in my chat and people have been spamming it.
I mean,
See, okay, look. He just said, I got info in my chat. They've been spamming it. I don't know why. For some reason, I have the volume literally all the way up and it's not turning up. But I want to know what Shaw's opinions on this. Look, this is called metagaming, right? His team, the chat was giving them info on how they needed to play in this situation. I completely understand that on LAN, this ain't gonna be a thing, right? This is not gonna happen. Did it affect would it have affected the outcome? I don't know, but this is a very gray area. Like you can't control your chat, but I feel like you can control what you tell your teammates. He didn't tell his teammates anything, but he said like, "Oh, do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you what's going on?" I mean, boys, what's y'all's thoughts? I feel like this is in the gray area.
I don't think it's a problem because one, he was literally like in the most random spot. He was not like trying to like chow that team or like fight that team or anything. Like he was just asking their kills and stuff to know if they had to have a good game. Like they didn't use that to like go push them or like go try to kill them or anything like that. And on top of that, like he was just reading his chat of things that they were saying. And I'm assuming for LAN, we'll be streaming that, right?
I don't know. That's still, we have
I'm assuming for LAN,
I've heard both things.
I hope we could. Okay, well, hey, if COD doesn't let us stream that, I will be streaming from my phone. I'll be bringing another PC to stream from. Because if they're faded, if they think we're giving COD all the freaking hello, what? Anyway, but we'll probably have our chats up and stuff. So like the same thing could happen again. But he wasn't going to push them. Like that's insane. Like he was just asking for their points to see what their team needed to keep first place.
Yeah, like I don't know, cause here, like I'm gonna roll the audio only. So
you can say what your chat says.
I mean,
I don't think it'll
so
pull up.
Jukies pretty much said you can say what your chat says. Like say what your chat's saying. And his chat was saying only one is alive. It's a weird situation, man, because like I mean me when I was competing I was strictly like I told my mods,
You wouldn't even read
delete,
chat.
Yeah, delete everything.
Yeah.
If there's anything that gives me a competitive advantage, delete it. But it's like
he was reading chat because they were dead. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what happened. They were dead, and he was reading chat. One of the teammates was alive. I think he shouldn't have been looking at chat to regardless, even with like the compounding 1 minute delay, because obviously when Lennon sees it, by the time that information's way outdated.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot happens
That's
in
a minute
game.
plus.
It's literally like that. So the reality is it didn't impact anything. It could have.
it could have.
But
that's
what we're talking about, right? Like at the end of the day, it could have, because maybe something else happens where maybe they know a location in one of the chats, because they do end up getting that most wanted contract off, and both of the teammates do end up coming back in, and that player that was in the bottom ends up dying. So they have multiple delays, and technically, like they could have seen the scoreboard or whatever. I don't know. But
breaking
Or if
news
they're
real
pulling up
quick.
their stream to see how many are left. Now they know their location. Maybe they might rotate a little bit differently. They may.
I mean,
have-
yeah, we don't
They may
know.
have
But
been
based
dead.
off the clip, there's not enough.
Right,
Real
right.
quick. Just real quick, wanted to add to this. MLG Juju just said you will be streaming your POVs from London. So
Oh, cool.
holy shit,
that's good.
150 people streaming their POVs. That's nuts.
Good luck. Good luck.
Oh my
You guys
God.
don't have pack a loss.
Well, I mean, they're probably going to set it up like they did with Call of Duty
Next.
Next. I mean,
Yep.
Whoever set that up crushed that event.
Yo,
Obviously, like,
also-
we were disappointed with how that panned out after the fact, but Call of Duty Next was incredible.
Yeah.
On this issue, I'll say, like, I think it's like a competitive integrity issue. Now, it wasn't explicitly said that you can't do it. Technically, no, it's not in the rule set. Does everything in the rule set need to be written out? I'm sorry. I think it's common sense. Like, I love Jukies. I still think they deserve first place. The proposition that I proposed was the second that they pulled up someone else's stream, you take their current placement and their current kills, and that's it. Because you are getting outside information from another source that is altering your gameplay. I think you need to go in with the information that you have and know that they are this.
He
many
basically
points
lost
behind
the
you
last
and
game, right?
play as risky as you think that you need to based off that information, not off of information mid-game.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, I knew a lot of people did that to us. Like back in the day when we were competing, people did that to us. They would bring up the stream. Oh, yo, Diaz's team is dead. They're dead. Like you play differently. Do I think that should be a thing? No, in my opinion. It's just you don't read anything. You don't.
Oh, so they just lost their last game then.
They lost their last game. Their last game was put to 0.
And they got 8th.
Do I feel like that made a difference? No. But it sucks because at the end of the day, it kind of like just because everybody does it doesn't mean it's wrong. It's not wrong. Right? Like
No, I mean, you'd see it in customs all the time. People would turn off their webcams. Now all of a sudden they're rotating a little bit differently, or there's been a lot of like, what do you call them? Like ad hoc stories or,
I mean,
like personal experience stories where like people have come up with additional information that they shouldn't have had. And, you know, granted, those are little one-off turnies. I think the ideal anecdotal, thank you. The ideal scenario is you don't have a face cam, you have a setup cam. And your setup shows not only the back of your head, but anywhere that you could be looking within your setup.
Yeah.
Right. And that's not for like walls and for stuff like that. But if I got the main broadcast over on my left and I'm peeping over there, let's say I'm looking at chat. I'm not saying any of this is happening, but if we're going for full competitive integrity,
I agree.
If I'm looking over there at the
Asm
main
did that.
broadcast, and main broadcast has the big mini map pulled up that shows where every player is. I don't care if that's 1 minute delayed, because in customs people play slow. 1 minute delay, that's nothing.
Yeah.
I can figure out how I'm going to rotate, what building is free, where should I post up, where's the rotation, like.
Yeah.
And
I
not
think
that
it's-
any cheesy stuff like that was happening.
Who said that? Who said we all need setup cams for the tournament months ago? And it was like, no.
oh yeah, we've said that for a while ago.
Yeah.
We said is the overdo the cameras. But
Asm did that today, and we were watching him, and I was like, bro, that is the best thing that anybody should do. We should enforce going forward setup cams, right?
I'm down for that for tourneys.
Yeah, I think that should be like a wide angle of setup cam, and everybody can make that happen. That shouldn't be an issue. Like, right? You shouldn't be playing for 1.2 million if you can't put in the effort to get a wide angle setup cam. It's very easy to do. But besides the point, I don't think anybody is denying the fact that what they did was kind of wrong.
they lost 16 points. So
Yeah,
I'm looking
from
at the
that.
before and after. They lost 16 points from it, which is essentially the last match where they got 8th place with 10 total kills, and that nets out 16 points.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like, those are those things where like I don't think anybody's denying of what they did. You shouldn't do. I think going forward, everybody should know. You don't do that. Don't read your chat. Don't give your teammates info. Don't do any of that. It's just competitive integrity. We shouldn't do that. Now, do I think that now? I guess it's where the punishment is where a lot of people are like up and down about, right? Like, it's like, did they deserve to lose the whole game? Do they deserve to lose from where they screen watched, right? Or whatever the fuck it's called, whatever you want to call it, and on? Like, what is the proper, disciplinary action, right? Okay, so a lot of people are bringing this up too. They're like, Ev told his team not to kill Diaz. The thing is, Ev knew that was Diaz based on in-game situations, not through outsiders. Ev was fighting Diaz originally in Garage. They
knocked
up.
Sage.
They knocked Sage. They backed up. Then they were like, yo, that's more than likely Diaz. Don't shoot him. That's very different than reading your chat. And
he's not doing that because they're friends. He's doing that because they're both good teams. Why fight a really good team right now when you don't have to? He's not doing that because like, that's my
If
point.
homie was on the line, I would rotate away.
Well, I think even besides that, I think what ends up happening is like where Swag and Evans and Colors team was, like that is like the probability is let's say 50-50 that you come out of that, right? Versus other teams, you might feel like, all right, 75-30 or 75-25.
Exactly.
It's worth the risk. And then maybe there's other teams that was like, oh, nah. And if they got the thirst and they ended up getting Sage out of the equation, maybe they would have full sent that and then wiped them. But that wasn't the case. They know they're reset up, 3 stacked. The odds are you're going to lose people and regaining the lobby is too hard. So it's just smart. Like
100%.
It's like the same thing with the bounty.
I agree, right? Like it's not a team that I would want to push either. But even from that perspective, if I know one of the homies is close, now if it's in game, like I'm killing you regardless. But if it's super early on, and I like, let's say I get a bounty on a solo out in the water. Am I going to go grief him who's obviously regaining and he's one of the boys? I might just let it slide. I don't think that's a competitive integrity issue because I'm not assisting them in any way. I'm just choosing my rotations based off of that.
I think people are getting it twisted. They're saying, oh, like Evan knowing that was D, like changed the outcome of the game. Of course, but that changed it's the way that he got
also, if
the
he got
info.
a bounty, he changes the outcome of the game.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That is honestly, Isaac, to counter your point, if that's Diaz, if I'm against Diaz and I see his bounty solo, I'm fucking pushing his ass. I'm just being honest. That's me. I don't give a fuck. Like, for me, like,
maybe I say that now. When I'm in the competitor mindset, I'd probably just run it everything.
Well, especially if he's solo, full send it because obviously once they get 3 stacked, it's very hard to take on that type of team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think just remember this.
I'm not as cutthroat right now as I am competing. I'm just kind of vibing right now.
I'm just saying this. What I'm saying to chat is, and I think people are getting it, misinterpreting what we're saying, is Evan gained the knowledge that Diaz was to his left because he fought him earlier. That's why. That's how we got the knowledge. That's the same way as, oh, I got a bounty. It pulls to Diaz. I don't want to fight Diaz. We might lose that. I promise you, Evan didn't choose to not fight Diaz because he's his friend. He chose to not fight
the other part
his,
of it too is when you fight good players, we'll see this all the time, is it takes longer for the engagement. So you're much more likely to get third partied because you have to play the smart rotate. You have to line up the flank so that maybe the person comes up at the right way. You have to time the balloon or whatever you want to call it. And you basically got to get everything synced up. And by the time you're doing all this, another team's rotating up behind you. So he may have assessed it and said, you know what? This is going to take too long to rotate out of. And it's hard to say now because we can't go back to that instant and say, hey, Ev, did you do it because of these 1 of 27 variables that you had to consider?
And then also too, we know what teams are even close to us, and even sometimes the skins they're wearing. So like we'll be like saying, "Yo, that's this team," knowing before we even fight them the skins they wear, where they land, where they even rotate to. So we know before we even engaging that's this team. So like we're not fighting them because like that's our homies. Like we know, yo, let's just keep rotating, knowing that team's there and that team lands here. He didn't fight him because it's his friend. Like nobody is like, yo man, like I'm down to not qual to not fight my homie. Like if that's my homie, sorry bro, like peace. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wins in the moment. And to be clear, Ev did kill Diaz later when Diaz had the opportunity to self-revive and like possibly go play their life. He went out of his way to go into the gas to kill and thirst him and Sage.
So at the end of the day, completely different situations. Like I don't even know why Evan is being even brought up. That has nothing to do with
slow IQ people, bro. We know that.
The whole Jukies, look, the whole Jukies situation. Do I feel like they deserve to win? Yes, they were the better team that day. They won. Now, did what they did was wrong? In my opinion, yeah. Like you don't like. I think that's just like. Even from without it being Jukies, I have to be unbiased here. And no matter what, it's happened to me so many times when I was competing. Like. I always thought that was kind of like, you don't do that. That was just like, people always did it to us. And like, I hated that. You just don't you don't take what your chat says and you repeat it to your boys. Even I'll be playing. And if my chat says, yo, Diaz is dead. Go push them. They're here. I'm not going to repeat that to my teammates because that's like, you just don't do that, right? Now, again, I'm going to reiterate that. Jukies and them deserve to win that tournament. They were the better team that day, but it sucks. Like, actions have consequences, and it is what it is. Do I think they should have been taken off all their points? That's where it's the gray area. You decide for yourself. That's where
everyone will debate that. Everyone will debate.
Purely devil's advocate. What if they did it multiple times? If someone could show you multiple clips from the tourney?
Yeah, I mean, if that's...
I'm not saying they did.
No.
To be clear,
I mean,
I'm not saying they did.
It's metagaming. It's metagaming. It's just like anything taking outside information from what happens in game. It's just like you just probably shouldn't do that. And I get why GB is doing that, and that's because they want to prevent this from happening anymore, right? I
think that's more the thing. It's just the principle of it. They know it has very little impact on the actual tournament. And like the chat was like, well, they lost 3,000 each. I know that they're like 3,000's like a lot, but the reality is like in the big scheme of things, it's almost a nothing burger in terms of like what actually happened. The same 15 teams are still going. In terms of like,
it could have been
everyone's opinions. Yeah. In terms of everyone's opinions, they still, like you just said, feel like they were the best team that stepped on the matches that day. So regardless, that doesn't change, you know? Like, so like 3,000 is still a lot per person, but it's kind of a nothing burger at the end of the day. I mean, if they got full DQ'd, then it'd be like a totally different scenario. But I don't.
So I mean, it is what it is. I think if it sucks, right? If I'm them, I'm like, fuck, man. Like I like that's $3,000 I could have had in my pocket. Damn it, like, right? But at the end of the day, let's look at the bigger picture. They fucking proved that they're better than everybody. Like, let's take it for what it is, right? And I see that GB is doing that as a learning lesson for everybody. So I hope that they take it to the chin and they keep moving on because they are the fucking best in the EU right now. So it is what it is. I mean, we'll see what happens. They said it's not going to be overturned. So let's see what happens in the future, man. But we got a lot more to talk about. Coming in. Boys, Rostermania.
Where do we start?
Don't worry. I got a list. Don't worry. All right. So I got a little little document made of all the rosters and all that stuff. Boys, I do not know what the fuck happened, bro. Brother, you guys ready?
Well, the margin for error is so low. I mean, the reality is with the next open chance or the last chance qualifier, the reality is only 4 top teams and then the winner take all match. And like, that's only 5 spots out of 50 teams.
Brother,
so people got to figure it out.
But
you got to think though, a lot of the teams that are trying to change up players, that is 15 of the best teams that aren't going to be playing in that. So I feel like there's a lot of really good players that are trying to change up rosters. And it's like, yo, you got 16th, which means if you got 16th, you would have qualified last chance qual. Like, we got to go crazy. Like, get some chem issues figured out. Like there's a lot of teams like trying to change stuff. And it's like, there's going to be 15 of the best teams in the lobby that aren't going to be there. So like, there's some craziness going on. I'm like, yo, like some people should chill.
Yeah. All right. So look, I got the list brought up, boys. Let's talk about it. There's a lot to discuss. First and foremost, let me bring up the tweets. Let's do that. So my boy Scummin, I don't know if he's in here. This man tweeted out this. So let me bring it up. We'll try to explain the whole situation as best as we can. He deleted it. Did he delete the tweets?
What did he delete?
I think he deleted the tweets of them blocking him.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they unblocked him? I don't know.
Damn, yeah, he deleted it. It's on Pullze Twitter. Okay, you know what? Let's just scroll through Pullze Twitter. That'll make things easier. So pretty much this. Let me bring it up. Give me 2 seconds.
Everyone has receipts, man.
Oh, yeah. It's been a little crazy. Oh, here it is. So, boom, let's do this. All right. So here, Scummin tweeted out this. Intex blocked them. Believe blocked them. So let's talk about what happened here. right? It was originally Huskers, Scummin, Gary on Rational, right? We all know that. And then pretty much Scummin dipped from Gary and Huskers and went with Intex and Believe. Intex and Believe dropped last. They dropped last and they joined these guys, right? They asked them multiple times, yo, are you like, Intex asked Scummin, yo, are we for sure good? Are we for sure good? We want to be locked on this team. And Scummin was like, yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, and then Scummin hits up another team and he thought that they're better. So he ditched their team and went to another team. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do y'all think about this current situation?
So it was Scummin's decision to leave Unrational and Huskers. That was confirmed by Huskers earlier today on stream.
Yeah.
So Scummin's out there searching. Apparently Scummin, Intex, and Bo were all talking about it. And I don't know if them talking about it is the reason why they let Blast go, but Intex and Believe dropped Blast for Scummin.
Yeah.
I think Scummin finds out that Jace is a free agent because Otter, Jace, Prospect weren't really sure where they were at the beginning of today, and we'll talk more about them later. But then apparently Jace became free agent. Scummin sees, holy shit, Jace is free agent, who's one of the best players on the map, in my opinion, and is like, I have to run with him.
So
That's two gunnies, and they needed an IGL. Unrational has been their IGL for the past forever.
Yeah.
So you've got two ridiculous gunnies, and then Unrational's IGL, who already has Kim with Scummin.
So I have some knowledge that was sent to me. And again, it's from a very reliable source, very reliable. Not saying it's true, but this is what I've been told. So originally, obviously, Gary and Huskers were a team and they were looking for one. And then Scummin goes and joins them, right? Scummin joins Intex and Believe. And then Scummin asks Otter first. Scummin asks Otter, yo, are you down to play with me and Gary? Are you down to play with me and Gary? Otter says, no, I want to be faithful to Jace. So he doesn't leave and joins them. Right after, Scummin asks Jace, yo, you want to join me and Gary? And Jace splits up from Otter and says yes and goes with Scummin.
Poor Otter, bro. Costed by loyalty. He wanted to be loyal to Jace, and then Jace said, nah, fuck that. I'm out.
So
What I would say is obviously some people in the chat won't get it, right? They'll be like, oh, the loyalty is important. But the reality is this could be simultaneously the first and the last World Series of Warzone LAN, right? Could be the last, first. That's what I'm saying. We don't know that though. It could be the first and the last. And the reality is there's only five spots. And if you want one, you only get one opportunity, essentially, assuming that we don't have another one, that you have to make it work, however it is. And most people will choose what's in their best interest, regardless of what that means.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I've seen Jukies on Twitter. I've seen Scummin on Twitter. Like, we ain't out here to make friends. We're out here to, like, win tournaments. And so, like, I feel a little bit bad for Ba and Tekka, but it's not like he did it last minute. They've got, like, 4 more days to find a new team.
Yeah.
And, yeah, friendships are going to get burned, but, like you said, if you're trying to win, I just feel bad for Otter. If he had a conversation with Prospect and Jason, like, we're sticking this out, we can do this together, boys, fuck anyone who comes to poach us. I don't know if that's the conversation they had, but if that's the conversation they had, and he tells Scummin no, and then Jace says yes, I mean, that's like, I might, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll always vouch for Otter, bro. That guy is such a demon, bro. He stays out of drama. He stays out of drama. He stays out of anything. Like, I love that kid, bro.
Yeah, good. Gary, if you want to come in and clarify, let us know. Like I said, I don't know what the timelines and all that. I just know what I've been told. So if you would like to come in, please come in. This is definitely rough, but yeah, that's what I've been told. Is Scummin or Scummin asked for Otter first. Otter said no for loyalty to Jace. Jace was asked the same question, and then Jace joined them. That's right. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah.
Sounds so bad when you say it like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been told. I'm literally just don't shoot the messenger. This is just all the leaks that I've been told, and from the source, it's very fucking reliable. But again, maybe there is some timeline issues that make that a little bit not as fucked up. But yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
So let's real quick before Gary comes into the call to kind of talk about that. I know for a fact, and it's not here. But yeah, it's not here. But Blast is almost complete, like almost locked in for 100% with it's gonna be Blast, Rios, and Xenon, which is a great team. All three fucking insane. And it's not here, but what do y'all think about that squad?
I've heard that from multiple sources too.
Yeah, a lot of people, like a lot. No way we're leaking Xenon.
I'm gonna say that like it's super weird. Because that team swap makes almost no sense to me.
Really?
Well, because like what Joe said earlier, and I agree with, they got 18th. Like their average placement was 25th. That was their problem. They slayed out enough to actually place in the top 15.
Yeah.
Without the top 15 in the lobby, the third. Like, bro. And so clearly they got something going. They just got to stop running into whoever they ran into, which likely those people are out the lobby.
I would say, look, I think there's more to it. I agree with Intex just said that. And I think it's more from what I heard, it's Solidified just didn't fuck with them anymore. Like he was pretty much telling them that they didn't play enough. They didn't like that. That's what that team's.
And keep this in mind, when in terms of kills, like if you look at it summed up, Believe had 13, Intex had 14, and then Blast had 21. So he was the slayer on the team in terms of the overall numbers.
Who was?
Blast. He had the most kills.
Okay. Yeah.
So
But also, I feel like we're playing Warzone, bro. Like when people are like,
I know,
like they're not grinding, bro. Me and Brad were on Apex the day before stage 2, bro. Like,
that's true,
dude. Like when people are like, yo, like they're not grinding up, like, dude, you can't play ranked to be like, dude, I'm practicing. Like ranked is nothing like the tournament will be like as long as you got a little bit of brains, some gunny, bro, and like have good team chem, like this isn't a rocket science game. Like,
but you were working on chem. You guys were playing games together. You were playing Minecraft together. You had Limax living at Brett's house. You were chilling IRL. You all live in North Carolina. Like that's not just the grind. Like that's the commitment, right? Like,
I will say that
more
like
important than grinding ranked every single day.
Even without the rank thing, you could have like been doing research to find out where teams land. Like if you have an uncontested landing spot and what's your secondary spot. Because I think if I asked you, Joe, right now, like, oh, where does so and so land? You might know a bunch of people where they land, or at least where you land and who lands next to you. Like that's the extent of what you really need to know going into these matches and where to rotate to, so that you maybe have a softer rotation, because you maybe don't want to run through Hisoka's team if you rotate. Oh, that's on so-and-so's team, I'm going to go through them. They're a qual team, I'm going that way. So I think that's probably more important. I'm agreeing with you, but more important than the ranked play discussion,
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Rios and Xenon are fucking disgusting, and that is a team that should qual. Let's just keep it $150. Now, who they pick up, Blast, if he was the top slayer in his team, again, they don't need slayers, but if they communicate well and they're able to play together well, fuck it, right? I would say Otter being a free agent is criminal. Like Otter,
that's what I said on the tweet.
He's now loyal with Prospect.
So I don't know.
They are looking for one.
Yeah, they are looking for one, but from what I can tell, I don't know. Like this is my assumption. I'm not saying that they said that, but Otter, like I think I saw somewhere where they were tweeting out or so that they might split as well. Again, that's my assumption, is that they're not clinging to each other, right? And Otter's a fucking demon, and for him to be a free agent is crazy. So
that's criminal, bro. That is absolutely like I said, bro. I have literally known that kid since Blackout, like OG days. He's been a demon on console. He's been a demon now. That kid is a demon, bro. And he's like good vibes. Like he's not gonna be weird. He's not gonna have drama. Like he's just all about like just competing, and that's criminal. That's insane.
So I mean, I don't know what this team, does. I don't know how they do, right? Who they pick up. Are they going to pick up Husk? Like, who knows, right? I don't know how this is working. But let me take a quick pause on this to get Gary in here to kind of summarize the whole Scumming Gary J situation, and then also the whole Husker situation. Because as you guys know, for those of y'all who don't know, like Gary, Huskers, and Scumming have been friends for a long time. So I'm assuming this was not an easy decision to make. So let me bring my boy in here and let's talk about it, bro. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Mr. Gary, talk to me, man. How you doing, boss?
Dude, do you guys want me to put my camera on?
Yeah, if you
Or-
want, if it's possible.
Let me see that chest there.
I actually have my chest hair out right now. I won't mind. If you were
We're like, damn, he got the guns out, bro.
Yeah, you're showing us.
Wait.
You're showing us.
Oh, shit. You don't want to see that, huh? Here.
There you go. There it is. I like what I'm seeing.
I got the chest hair out. I'm sorry.
Only
But,
this call just got a lot more masculine. Holy.
Talk to me.
man.
All right, let's go over the whole situation. I guess if you do want to kind of break it down from the beginning, and just kind of see, let us know what the fuck happened. Scumming, if you're in here, you're more than welcome to join as well. We got room in this Discord, you know what I'm saying? So, but go ahead, Gary, if you want.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading chat, making fun of my chest hair. I think it's hilarious. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, obviously, we didn't think there was a world yesterday where we didn't qual, right? Obviously, shit can happen, whatnot. But in our heads, we all thought, okay, there's not really a chance that we can't qual, or I don't think I'm saying that right. There's not a chance where we shouldn't qual necessarily, right?
Yeah.
Like, as long as we're all playing our game. But then we had 4 games where we died off rip, and then like me and Husk lost our gulags a lot of the time, and it was on a Scumming to res, and then he res me, and then I try to buy back, or it was Huskers and he tried to buy back, and it just was not like a good dynamic. We couldn't click on any level whatsoever yesterday.
Yeah.
Now it comes to the initial conversation, like Husk getting dropped. It wasn't even like Husk was getting dropped. It was more like Scumming left.
Okay.
Like Scumming was like
Scumming left for Believe and Intex, correct?
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So so it was kind of just like, okay, whatever. And then me and Scumming, well, actually no, I think before that, I think that timeline's are off. I think before that, right when Scumming said that he was looking for one, we were talking about like, okay, well, we talked about it, like we've talked about it a little while ago in the past, like what if we found a new third for tournaments, and like what if we found a new third for World Series? And so we had asked Jace like what he's doing with his team, and then after, like, Jace said he doesn't know, maybe blah blah blah. After that, we had asked Otter right afterwards just to see his opinion, and he said the same thing. Like, he just said like, maybe, I don't know. Like, they were both in the same kind of, they both kind of said the same exact thing without even communicating to each other. It was just kind of like, oh, maybe, let me think on it type deal. And so then Scumming just joined Intex, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna look for one with Husk. Yeah, and I mean, Jace called Scumming and I today and was like basically on edge about playing. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. It was just like he didn't know what he wanted to do. He knew he wanted to win, and we all want to win. And, I mean, we have to get top 4. We can't have any sort of mishaps where something goes wrong. We have to try our best to do as best as we can. We have to get top 4, and then in the like, if we don't get top 4, we have to be able to win that last game.
Yeah.
And so I had originally told Husk this morning, because, oh, actually, can I go back in the time? I hate to be jumping around everywhere. Just how my brain works. Husk and I had talked last night, and we were just like, so Scumming's playing with Believe in Intex. Let's just think about tonight what's going to be best for us to do. Should we each join a team of 2, or should we look for one? And so we were just kind of in that weird, like,
You and Huskers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were just like, weird, let's just sleep on it and talk. And then I had originally told Husk probably around like 12 or 1, like 2 hours before we talked to Jace, and said, just said like, yeah, I'm down. Like we could play with like Solidify. And so it was originally going to be me, Husk, and Solidify.
Okay.
For like an hour, I guess. And then Jace had asked us to play, and basically, it was like a collective. We were all playing, whatever. And so I just texted Husk like, hey, I got this opportunity. I think personally, playing with Scummin and Jace, me and Scummin have been a duo for the last 3 years. We have a lot of chemistry. I think Jace is another super cracked out player, and he just, I don't know. I just see myself more confident in that team than playing with a third that we've like not really, that we don't even know too much like that, I guess.
Damn.
So you're saying it's you, Jace, and Husk?
Wait, what?
No. So he's saying, is he had the opportunity to either play with Gary, Huskers, and Solidify, or Scummin and Jace, and she decided to go with Jace and Scummin,
which leaves Huskers to go with the duo.
Yeah,
gotcha. That makes sense.
So I was about to ask. I mean, Huskers just typed in the chat. Are you guys like cool or not? But like, I don't know. I mean,
bro, that's like for me. It was like nothing. It wasn't anything personal. It was just more. I mean, bro, it's just so hard to play on mouse and keyboard. Like it's so hard to play on mouse and keyboard in the game. Like I don't know. To me, obviously, it wasn't personal, but on Husk's end, I can't tell you how he feels. Like I don't know. I mean, I love Husk, and I want him to qual. I want him to do good, but it just, I mean, it's the same thing that like he said when we dropped like Scummin. It wasn't anything to do personally. Like it's just at the end of the day, we want to do, I guess, the best thing that we can do to win.
Yeah.
Like this sucks to see. I mean, like last time, like ideally you guys are all fragging out like the OG days, but if it's not clicking, it's not clicking. I'm just glad it's not, a catastrophic blowout, and it's just like, fuck, boys, it's just not happening. We got to try something new, and not.
Yeah,
I mean, I know personal feelings are always a part of it, but I hope that just stays between you boys and you guys stay friends, and you're just all excited for each other's competitive success.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm sort of rooting him on. I mean, it's easier for me to say from, I guess, this point of view, but I mean, I'm sort of rooting him on and want him to win. I still think Husk is like one of my best friends, but really understand if he doesn't like want to fuck with me for a little bit or whatever it comes out to, I totally understand. Like it's a super shitty situation, but the whole time I'm just like, I'm constantly being torn between two people that I like to consider like, super good friends of mine. And I mean, it wasn't even originally like we were dropping Husk either, which is like the weirdest part. I feel like that's what confuses me the most. Like, I don't even know.
Well, it almost sounded like you guys were even thinking about doing a 3-way split, like just to like, exactly, completely break. But presented also, your options, you made a decision, and you kind of locked in the decision for Huskers was either going to play with you or he was going to play by himself, regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean,
like low key, also, I kind of feel like it was like a chem thing instead of a keys thing, because I mean, Bread, obviously performs always like super well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So like, I kind of feel like it's
I think the other part too with keyboard and mouse is really back to the mental of the game. Like obviously we know aim assist takes over a lot of the game, and it allows you to be more consistent. Like when you're on keyboard and mouse, you're either locked or you're not. And I think you guys, I watched a lot of your guys' games back, and it was like you guys land down the roof to die. Scummin gets precisioned out of the sky. And it was like, bro, how does that even happen, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it was, like, dude, it was.
And then you guys
unlucky.
get bountied after bounty, and then like the water nonsense, and it's just like that just chalks the mental. And I think as a controller player, you just go, all right, cool. We just get back on target, and aim assist helps out, and you get that level of consistency that a high skill ceiling locked in keyboard and mouse player can accomplish. But sometimes if it's not your day, you're chalked. Because
Yeah.
obviously you guys got top 5 in the first round.
Yeah, we got third in the first round, and I mean, like, that was with a 1-point game. So I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, we definitely like had the opportunity to win in stage 1. Stage 2, I liked, like, there was obviously a lot that we could change, but we got so unlucky. Like we got so unlucky. Like some of the stuff that you were talking about there is just like,
I guess, yeah, that's a question to me is like, what made you guys even then, like where Scum was like, I'm out, right? Like, was that just like the final straw where it's like, okay, we know we got unlucky today? Or was it like, we got unlucky, but we're so good of players that we should be able to like bounce back from that? Like what, because everybody gets unlucky, let's be honest, right? Yeah. Were you guys not thinking like, let's fucking run it back? Or what happened there that it's like, what, it's chalked, like,
I mean, I was down to run it back. I know Husk was as well. It seemed more like, Scumman didn't want to run it back. I mean, just to be completely blunt, Scumman didn't want to run it back.
Okay.
And it just seems, I mean, it seems like some of it was cleared up, but there's definitely some bad blood between Scum and Huskers in a sense. I feel like just over the stage 1 stuff. I don't think they really think about it much, but like it does seem like there's a little more tension between that.
I mean,
you know
I'll
what I mean?
say even for your 5th place stage 1, if you were to take out your absolute heater of a game where you guys dropped like 70
the placement
points or
wouldn't have
something
been
in a
good.
single game, and you were to replace that with the average, someone in chat could probably go back and do the math, and replace that with the average of your other 5 games,
right?
I don't know if you would have qualified.
Well, they probably still top 25, but they probably wouldn't have been top 15.
We would have had 60 points because we had a 64-point game. We ended with 124. So over the 5 games, we would have had 60. So let's just assume our average 60. I'm not doing, 15 or something like that?
Yep.
Or 12.5.
About 12, yeah.
So we would have had 72 points or 73 points.
Which I think
would
still...
Which would have qualified.
Okay.
Would have qualified by like 10 points.
Okay.
Been top 15.
yeah.
I mean, sorry, good.
No, I mean,
I'm not trying to discredit you guys. I'm just saying, like,
No, I know. No, I know.
guys have
I know what
been-
you mean.
You haven't been like operating at full steam ahead, and stage 2 finals was a fluke.
We were not playing like we have not played at all how we played in Verdansk and Caldera. That is a given, right? But I still think we have, as a trio, potential to win. I mean, I even asked Scumman, like, what if we just ran it back as us 3 for this LCQ, and like after we were talking about playing with Jays, like, what if we just ran it back this LCQ? We lose, we figure out where we go from there, but I don't know.
I guess Scumman didn't want to take that risk.
Yeah, yes.
Potentially not qualing. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, man. I it sucks, man. It's always weird when you get friendships involved, and with this kind of stuff. And I wish it didn't go down this way, but I don't know how Huskers feels. I know he's in here. I hope you guys can hopefully make amends. But at this, I hope at the same time, I hope Huskers, I hope you make a fucking God team and go crazy.
I hope he does too.
Everybody's,
I mean,
everybody's
the
trying to qual.
LCQ is going to be an infinitely softer lobby in terms of like qualing, because most of the captains, I think, don't even play competitively in COD. They may be good players. If they're from CDL, they got a gunny. They still got to get a team chemistry going. There's a lot of things that they will have to learn that you could probably come in with 2 people that you just know are demons, and you guys could probably place top 5. That's how I feel like the competitiveness of that lobby. But with the battle royale, shit can go the wrong way pretty easy too. So it's just one of those things.
100%. Yeah.
That's a great point. Oh, sorry.
No.
That is so true though. That would definitely be a much easier lobby of a lot of people that don't even literally don't even play the game.
Yeah.
Like obviously there'll be a lot more free kills that will be had than what happened yesterday.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot in the Twitter tourneys as well. I mean, like, obviously we're like, if we qual, we have to play at LAN against the best of the best. But we've seen a lot with those Twitter tourneys. Like, Jace consistently won a lot of those Twitter tourneys. Like, almost every single tourney, or at least was playing top 3. Like, he was outplacing Hisoka, Shifty, and Skullface for like most of those even. I mean, obviously, it's to a different caliber. There's more money involved. probably more good players involved in some of these, but I mean, in something like the LCQ, we could see definitely Jace and somebody like Jason Scummin. I like to think of them as both, top 10, top 5 mechanical players. They're both extremely talented, lots of gunny, and they could definitely figure out how to farm those types of lobbies, especially sitting behind. I don't know, if I'm just sitting behind and supporting them, right?
Rafi coming from left field. Holy shit.
What do you say?
No, I'm not gonna read that. Anyways, not about you. Holy, I was just fucking caught off guard by that. But let me look. So at the end of the day,
Oh,
at the end of the day, you know, I get that you guys are doing whatever you guys feel you guys need to do to qualify. So as of right now, obviously, I don't think anything changes, right? It's you, Scumming, Jace, and then I, honestly, if I'm Husk, I'm picking up Otter, bro. If Otter is 1,000% a free agent, or even as a prospect,
or Otter and prospect, even,
Otter's prospect, Husk, I feel like that team's quality still.
If I'm Husk, I'm getting on my knees for Otter, begging him to play, bro. Doing the dirtiest, bro. That the fact that he's still a free agent is criminal, bro.
Yeah.
Criminal.
I agree. I think Otter is by far one of the most consistent, best players out of all of Warzone.
Yeah,
I mean, he hasn't been given the opportunity to shine. That's why, he might not have as much earnings as a lot of people, but that doesn't have anything to do with his skill.
He's been split a lot. They've only been focused on competitive and haven't really had the platform where a lot of these invites, are splitting people up based off of influencers who have the pull with Twitter, like tourney invites.
Right.
So you rarely have got to see him play with the 3 that he wants to play with.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I was expecting Otter Jace prospect to fucking fry. I was expecting him to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty bad flop for stage 2. Respectfully, they're all 3 incredible players, but I did not see them do as poorly as they did.
Quick question though, before when do the actual teams have to be roster locked?
Day before LCQ.
A day before, yeah.
Day before.
2 days.
So
it's
next
the 25th, I believe.
Okay.
So on Monday or whatever.
2 days for you, 1 day for you.
I see what you
Yeah. It's 1 day before it starts.
Okay.
So real
Monday, Tuesday then. Yeah.
As somebody said here, or what do you think? Is there a reason, for example, that you okay, so is that true or not true? The whole, you guys wanted Otter first, Otter said no?
No, that was, like I said, we had talked to Jace and then Otter after.
So was your guys' original pick Jace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So whoever told me that is not true. Whatever they told me that okay. All right. Just confirming that. But I mean, I know Adrian's here saying
delete the tweet.
Adrian's here telling me that Otter, if I was you guys, I would take Otter. What Jace to you do you guys just feel like he's the better fit for you guys as a team, as a collective?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's all Scumming. Scumming's kind of.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it could have gone. I feel like either way, I don't know. I mean, Scumming didn't want to play with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm more caught in the middle, but yeah. I mean.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I'm assuming that kind of Scumming is the one that's kind of deciding, and you're kind of okay, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I have faith in Scumming's ability to just if he has more faith in somebody else, 100%, I'm just gonna agree with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I respect his opinion enough to just agree with whatever he thinks is the best choice. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Okay, man. Let me see.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard a little. I was watching Noob's Ed stream. I heard a little bird in Ed stream. Well, actually, this probably isn't super good for you to hear. Unrational. But apparently, leading up to World Series of Warzone, Reese and Aiden hit up Scumming to be their third, and he said no.
Yeah. No. Well,
props to Scummy for having the loyalty to stick it out with Huskers and Unrational to see if it would have if it would have worked. But
I mean,
I know Reese is taking his shots now. So
yeah.
He can, bro. He fucking Sorry, I don't know if I can swear, right?
Hey, you can fucking swear.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, dude, Rated and Aiden is obviously like they won the first one and got second in the next one, but I mean, Scummin proved that he's just loyal. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
but
yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, when all that dropping Scummin shit happened, even after that, like, dude, fuck that sucked. But
so look.
like,
So I want to get because I don't want to keep him waiting too long. You're on good terms with Intex, right? Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, dude,
Can I bring him in to kind of?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Intex is like, yeah, he's a homie. I do love him, and I feel bad that he's got fucked over. But
Okay. I'm gonna drag him in, and then I kind of want to get his perspective on everything. Okay.
yeah, do you want me to dip or?
No, stay. You can stay.
All right.
All right. Hello, Mr. Intex.
Yo,
Mr. Tekka. What's good, baby?
what's good, boys? What's good?
Talk to me, man. You don't have to put on the camera if you don't want to, but if you can and you feel comfortable with, that'd be cool. But if you don't want to, that totally understand.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't work on Discord for some reason. I don't know why. It always just pulls my game up, like on my gaming PC, but
Okay, no worries.
that's all right, just not having it on.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I mean, I wanted to give you the opportunity to, obviously we know there was a little bit bad blood between you and Scum and everything that happened. You kind of want to give us, everybody's gassing up Scum and saying he's loyal, but then everything we're seeing on the TL is not, I'm just going to let you guys go ahead and let you go ahead and say your piece. What kind of happened, bro?
Okay, I calmed down a little bit from earlier today. I kind of overreacted a little bit, but the thing is, with that, me and him and Believe had a conversation in our Discord for I don't even know how long after the qual, probably like 5-6 hours, and so our reasoning. I want to get behind the whole Rasim thing first, because we did not just straight up drop Rasim off of our team.
Okay, yeah, what happened? Because we don't know the story with everything.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, so leading up to the stage 2, Rasim hasn't really played very much Warzone, but like Joe said, it's Warzone. You don't have to sit here on the game playing ranked play for 14 hours a day to you shoot your gun straight. It's Rasim. We all know he's probably could be one of the best players literally in the world at Warzone. That guy's just insane.
I'd say that all the time too, bro. That guy has some of the best gunny of anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
If he locks in, he has some of the best gunny of anyone in the game, bro, on any COD ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Rasim is diffy, bro.
Yeah, he's insane. So after that, we didn't qual. There was one mistake in the last game to where we just got wiped off rip. We needed 5 points. We got wiped. It's whatever. It was a mistake. It's Warzone. It happens. And we didn't even say anything to him. He muted up. He left. We texted him. We're like, okay, Rasim, are you able to play the LCQ? Because we're down to run it back. And then, so the reason we asked him even if he could play it, because it's his kid's birthday, like around that same time, and he wasn't be able to play literally the day after the LCQ is. So I was just making sure he was able to play and all that. And then he said, he's going back and exactly see what he said, so I'm not just...
Yeah.
Let's see here. 1 second.
You're good. You guys got wiped by TBE the last game? I saw that, so I had to,
Yeah, it was a...
Okay.
It was just a miscommunication thing, I think. So what happened is, it's no secret. We go Rohan. We have the heli. I tell him, let's go height over here. And we just take the height on them. You know how you do the heli thing where you go in the sky and sometimes teams can't see the helicopter and you guys flying in. You know what I mean? Like the ghosted heli. We're going to go take height. I said, you see him, go take height. And then he pretty much just, I don't know what happened, but he just made a bad decision and we kind of just gave them free 3 kills.
Okay.
And we got wiped.
Okay.
So that's how that kind of went down. And we weren't even tripping about it. We're like, it's whatever, it happened.
Yeah,
and
fuck you, man.
Yeah, no, we were down to run it back with him. Let me see, 1 second.
I mean, I can't even lie, bro. If like I'm flying in, bro, and I see Almond on the map, bro, I'm landing on that guy. Like, I don't know. I don't blame Rasim, bro. I don't know. Like that guy.
No, it wasn't even that. Obviously, that's a bad decision. You don't want to go fight the fucking best team in the tourney.
I don't know.
Obviously, that's a horrible decision. But in our situation, our circumstance, we literally were max height with a helicopter. We seen all 3 of them. We had 2 UAVs on. We had bird's eye. We knew exactly where they were. Yeah. We had the entire building for free.
like the stronghold building in Tyrok.
Yep,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
The third
yeah.
one, we had it for free, and they were all running to the balloon. So if we actually just made a decision to go to the height, it was just a free pick on the guy that's flying. Like,
Yeah.
instant free kill. And even if it isn't a free kill, you know, we stay alive. They run away. They're not fighting, you know, top of the building. You know, like.
Yeah.
Now let's
yeah.
get back to the whole Racine thing. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
back to the whole Racine thing.
My man's pulling up the text.
Yeah, literally. I'm just trying to make sure, like, I know, like, I'm not just sitting here saying some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure, like.
Yeah, you're good,
okay,
good.
this is exactly what I said. All right. Seam, are you going to be able to play the LCQ next Thursday? Because, like I said, we didn't know. He said yes, but if you want to drop me, I don't care. His exact words. Because he knew he made a mistake, but like we weren't tripping about it.
Yeah.
Like last game, like we weren't like we know we can qual, bro. We literally made one mistake, and you know that's how we didn't qual. But
also the one team that you're, of course, of all the teams in the tournament that you're landing on, like, of course, it has to be
worst
TBE.
one.
Yeah,
exactly.
like
Literally
of
the
course,
worst one possible.
Literally, like, so, like, it's not like of all the teams, it has to be them. Like,
Yeah, no,
and
literally.
also that last game was coincidentally like your worst game overall, like not even close. Like
Bro.
everything else, yeah.
Dude, JGOD, we needed 5 points, bro.
I know.
Last game, 5 points, and we got wiped instantly. Ended with 2 points. Literally insane, bro.
So so yeah, what happened after that? Did you guys just say, you know what, fine, like we'll find somebody else?
No, so that's not even what happened, right? So I was like, he said you don't want to drop me, I don't care. I said, me and Bub both said, we're like, so you can play this week, because you know, leading up to this, he wasn't really playing much, and you know, we wanted to like iron out some things, you know, go over VODs, whatever. And I asked him, I'm like, are you gonna be home? Like, you're gonna be able to play? And I said, yeah, we just run it back. We just got trolled at the last game. We're good, you know, we're gonna qual. And then there was literally, after that point, even Bud, like he even said, you know, we have a better game plan now. You know, we made a mistake with the heli. It's what it is what it is. We got 0 response. I'm not kidding. Let me see when those sent. 7 p.m. Eastern, all the way until the next day. We had 0 response, and we had information. So Scumman joined. That's when we started talking to him. You know, he didn't want to play with his current team.
What do you think?
He didn't want to play with his current team, and we had info that Racine was talking to Xenon and what's his name? Riaz and Xenon. Yeah. So like we just kind of figured, you know, there's 0 response for, you know, what, fucking 10 hours. So we're like, okay, we wanted to get a new third just in case, you know, like he's gonna leave and gonna go play with Xenon, but that wasn't the case at all. Scumman brought that to my attention, by the way. You know, he told me that he was in there with them, and he, Racine, and then we're all talking about like potentially playing. Okay, so
you knew that he was already like, it wasn't like, oh, you didn't respond for 10 hours. We're just gonna think you don't want to play. It was like he didn't respond for 10 hours, and you knew he was talking to the teams about potentially switching.
That's what I'm saying, and like you know, you gotta get a third quick because you don't want to get fucked over on not having, you know, a potential like good third. Like what would happen if we waited 3 days? Racine left. Scumman has a team, you know what I mean? And then we're just fucked. Like
yeah. Okay, and so then you guys said, then Scumman dipped, right? Then Scumman dipped on y'all.
Oh yeah, no, that was the crazy part of the whole thing because we literally talked, bro, for fucking I think 6 or 7 hours. Went over I'm not kidding, our whole fucking our whole game plan, bro. Our entire fucking strat, dude.
Oh shit,
literally
that's so bad.
The fucking tourney, bro. He like literally at 6 p.m. today, he FaceTimes me with Gavin in the call. And he goes, I'm locked with Gavin and Jace. And I said, bro, I literally made it certain that you had to be 100% sure. I said it like 30 times, and Bud you can back me up on that. We're in the same call. I said,
so
bro,
where are they landing in Rational? Where are they landing? You got the strats, right?
Criminal, bro.
Literally insane, bro. Literally fucking insane. Like, if you don't think that's the biggest fucking scumbag shit you ever heard in your entire life, bro, like, that is literally insane, bro.
That is criminal,
I literally learned our whole strat and then left. Like, bro.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Tell me that's not the craziest shit you ever heard, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I didn't
god.
even know about all that either, which is
Yes,
crazy
bro.
as far.
Literally the craziest shit. Like,
So let's
and
go
I
timeline.
made it to him. I told him to him, bro. I'm like, 100%. You're sure you're locked with us because we need to know. We can't just drop our fucking third. And it wasn't even like we wanted to drop him. Like Rasim, we fucking love that guy. Me and Bub been playing S&D with him for years. Literally like one of our best friends. Why the fuck would we drop him? It was just the fact that we thought he was leaving.
Wait, Scummin was already in your guys' GP roster?
Yeah, we made all the changes yesterday at like 3 a.m. What's the guy's name that we DM'd? It was like MLG Juju. He literally sorted it all out for us.
Bro.
Literally, that's why I was like, okay, we're 100% locked.
Gary's
And
just
then
there
that's
drinking his
when,
water, like.
bro, and then that's when Buh made the message to Rasim after we switched our entire roster and everything. We gave him at like 4 in the morning. We texted Rasim like a paragraph. It was like, bro, you haven't responded. And apparently Rasim was sleeping, by the way. That was never his intentions. Like he just didn't see our messages after he left the court of Xenon. Apparently Xenon and them asked him and he said no. So Rasim wanted to play with us, but we had no clue because we got no response for like 14
that's
hours.
Interesting.
We had no.
But I thought you said he was trying to play. He was in talks with Xenon and Rias.
He was, but he told them no. He shut them down. Like he said, yeah, like
he was loyal.
Yeah, he was loyal to us, and that's fucking bullshit because he never just responded because he was sleeping. Which is now I feel like a fucking asshole because we just dropped him as if like we thought he was going to leave.
Yeah, Xenon
that
saying
was never the case.
Xenon said you're telling the truth because that they talked.
Yeah, they talked, but he said no.
So
He
I'm
stayed
assuming my boy woke up and was like, all right, they dropped me from the roster.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go play with
happened.
Rias and Xenon.
Yes, literally exactly what happened. He was like,
Bro,
he wouldn't even take it hard.
Bro went to bed loyal, woke up and got dropped. That's
I know.
criminal.
No, bro, it's awful. I know it's fucking horrible, bro. Like I even felt horrible myself. I'm like, bro, that's fucked up.
Scum in the
Literally
fucking
just yeah, bro. He just ruined.
Hey, that's crazy. You guys actually changed the roster officially. Not even like that's crazy.
It wasn't like Scummin said, yeah, man, sure, down to run it. We literally changed the whole fucking GB team, bro. Like we were 100. We had a whole group chat on Twitter talking about how we're gonna qual and like we're gonna do well.
Yeah.
Like, and then I wake up, bro. I hop into a fucking Vondel game because Scummin's already playing with Buh because they're thinking they're gonna be playing. They're playing Vondel together. I hop in the fucking game, Scummin, with Believe. He hops in the game like he was already playing. I hop in the game, bro. Scummin goes AFK for like an hour, comes back, turns his stream off, and then FaceTimes me and says that he's not playing.
Oh shit.
Like, bro.
Oh damn. Okay, so
Scummin
for those
be
of
liking
you,
the drama, bro.
No, that guy is Scummin is the roster reaper, bro. Like what?
Scummin feeds this channel. Scummin loves the content on this channel. So.
Listen, it's not even the thing is, I wouldn't even have been upset if he was just like, nah, I want to play with a different team. It's the fact that I literally told him, bro, that he has to be 100% sure because I cannot get fucked over like I already am now. Like he has to be for sure. And he said yes 100 times, bro.
Okay, so let's break it down for everybody who's new here and kind of give you the timeline, right? So Blast goes to bed upset because you guys didn't qualify. Doesn't say anything, right? Oh no, let's back it up even more, right? He left the call, got into a call with Xenon and Rias. They asked him to team. He said no. He went to bed. You guys text him, hey, are you down to play still? He didn't reply for 11 hours, right? So you guys are like, fuck it. He probably doesn't want to play. Let's pick up Scummin.
Yeah.
Scummin now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scummin now is like talking about it, right? Playing with you guys, right? Then Scummin goes and asks if him, Gary, and Gary and Jace want to play. Jace says, I don't know. Then asks Otter if him, Gary, and Otter want to play.
Fuckery, brother.
Says, I don't know. Then Jace comes back and says, yes, I want to play. Then he leaves your guys' team, goes and plays with.
Wait, the more criminal thing, bro. Wasn't Scummin pissed, bro, when the Husk and Gary thing happened, and that like he was like all like losing full, like I can't believe this happened, bro. The rats are
he just did it to me.
To somebody else.
He just did it to me, bro.
You what? That is criminal.
And say this too. Bro,
Oh,
we're supposed to be, he's supposed to be one of my best friends, right? I know we all, in the past, we got into things like, but we've been friends. We won the Chipotle tournament fucking 3 years ago. We've been friends. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Like, I couldn't believe it. I'll never talk to him again. I swear to God. Never
You're
again.
never gonna talk to him again.
No, I swear to God, Gavin, you think I'm not trolling, bro?
Oh, I believe you. No, but the one thing I was gonna say about us dropping Scummin was after the roster lock. That was the only thing I was gonna say, and that's why it was ultra fucked.
Yeah.
You know.
But the point of that was also was he was losing full.
But that was
like,
stage one
losing
though.
it.
That wasn't the fucking the big
Yeah, this is
opportunity to
it.
go to London, bro. Like now I'm sitting here, don't even have a fucking third, and we have to get fourth. Like that's insane. We had to get top 4, and now we're like I dropped my third that I had chem with that I've been grinding with because of just unfortunate like circumstances of just bad timing of him not replying and like not knowing what the hell's going on. Like it's just I don't know. It's just crazy.
Okay, so as of right now, you guys do not have a third, right?
Well, I mean, we have potential thirds, but the whole, Otter and Prospect thing, like, I think they're staying together. We were trying to get Otter, but he doesn't want to leave Prospect because he doesn't want to just. I mean, if he leaves Prospect, let's be real, he's just kind of fucked. Like, who is he? You know what I mean? Like, who's he gonna play with?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we were thinking about even playing with Husk. Like, I mean, there's not too many options right now. Like,
yeah,
at this point. And then pretty sure Solidify got a team already. So
who's his team?
Wait, is he not playing with Husk?
oh shit. I'm not sure actually about that.
Wait.
No, I'm not sure. No, I'm just saying I think Solidify has a team. I don't know who it is,
Who
but
do you
I
think it is?
I don't know, honestly. I honestly don't know. No. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I swear to God, I don't know.
Xenon is saying he does have one.
He does?
Xenon is
That's
saying
just
he
what
does
I
have a
heard.
team.
I heard Eve had a team.
Okay.
Solidify.
I don't know who it is. I don't
Xenon
know.
said Solidify
That's
does have a
Xenon.
team. That's what he's saying.
Well, just say it.
I mean, I don't know.
know.
That's
I
not
don't
me.
know.
That's
No,
him.
I'm saying Xenon say it. Like,
Sully Otter Prospect is what Clutchbug just said. Solidify.
No, I did not. But Belk's trolling.
Is he
bro.
trolling?
Okay, surely.
Belk's trolling. Belk's trolling.
Okay,
Yo,
so
Belk,
look, I will say this, Tech. I don't know if it's. I guess this is a kind of a good. I want to ask you because you do have an open spot, and I want to get your opinion on this. With somebody like you who's grinded Warzone for so long, and you came from the SND scene, you know what it takes to be good at Warzone, right? Is there an would you guys think of picking up a CDL Pro because a lot of them want to play, like a lot, and in my opinion, the only way I feel like a CDL Pro like quals is if they have 2 Warzone guys with them. That's the way I think. Like, is that something that you guys want to do? Or like would do, or is that something like what? It's too late. It's too late for them to.
I mean, we all know, the CDL pros like they shoot their gun, bro. They're best gunny in
Warzone's
the
past
world.
that. It's the cheese,
But
bro. They gotta learn the cheese.
Random cheese, bro. Landing
gotta
a
learn
push,
it.
like
Yep.
random get height when you need it, like just the random little things, bro. Like I just don't think there's enough time.
What if it was like MC?
I
Like
know that. I mean, that
Stellium
guy
or-
is talented, but like I don't know,
Like,
man.
that's one of the CDL pros that I really think would be able to hop on an actual call. No, I mean, I know.
It's just Warzone is just so much like I feel like it's so much hours you need into the game to be like confident.
Well,
like,
well,
no
even
matter
when
where you are on the map, what
You can shoot anybody in the back, bro. You
map
can
knowledge
shoot.
and stuff like that. I mean, I know Celium's gonna get my trade, bro. Like, let's be like, I know he's gonna get my trade running into a building, but like, it's just everything besides that. Like, it's just like the situationals that like you just not gonna have if you don't play Warzone. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's just to give you, for anybody watching here, these are the players that I've seen that want to play. Obviously, there's I don't know, Isaac, if you guys are a team of 2, but Clayster is one of them that wants to play in the World Series. Illy is one of them that wants to play. Obviously, Scrappy. Who else, guys? There's I know
in the past you said I think Shotzi too at one point, but I don't think that's the case now.
Shotzi said he wanted to. I don't know how much he'd actually want to. Teach wanted to play. I know Celium was talking to me about wanting to do like a bronze to top 250, but then he's got addicted to Minecraft, so I don't know, right? So a lot of these guys, and then we're not even forgetting that Apathy and Slack. I don't even know if they haven't said anything if they're a team of 2, if they're splitting from Symphony.
Oh, that is true.
Like they're also there's a lot of these CDL guys that want to play. You just feel like it's not worth the risk, I'm assuming?
That's exactly what I think. I just feel like I said, man, it's just reps when it comes down to it for Warzone. Like situationals, like, I mean, like Reese said, I seen him in the chat. Like, even if they know how to get into the building, you know what I'm saying? Like, like there's a lot of things.
In the building, they're getting quadruple drill charged. Like, like there's no like one. There's a very rare one-on-one gunfight. Like, I feel like that never happens. Like, you're not challenging somebody like one-on-one. Like before that, you're throwing 9 drill charges. There's 5 smokes going off. You're getting shot in the back. Like, it's not like it's a one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
I would say that this is probably the biggest opportunity where a pro could slip in because, like I said earlier, the lobby will be as soft as it's going to be. So what ends up happening is if you did make it top 4, you could lock in for 2 months. We're grinding. You're gonna become a Warzone expert. In addition to you being a CDL pro, So with the time frame that we have for London, you could technically do that, I think. But it still is like a red flag, like because it hasn't been done.
Yeah, another thing about that is too, like, I mean, I know like the CDO pros, bro, like, are they really gonna take it serious? You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that too.
Like, they don't give it. Bro, like they're getting sad. Like they don't care, bro. Like they don't need to make it to London. Like, to be honest, like they're not gonna try as hard. They're not gonna know, like. They're not going to care.
Because I saw some of them tried it in the past and like they were checked as Warzone has cheat. But like, but it sounds like with the like, I would love to see a team of 3 CDL pros qual. I would be like, yo, let's 100%. Go. But I just don't see it ever happening unless they are dedicated for months, bro. Because if not, like, you gotta learn the cheese, bro. If you don't, like, they're just gonna be losing full. Like, they're just gonna be checked.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I hope you guys are able to find a good third. Right, Scummin, you do have it. It's Penguin Club, unless you just left it for whatever reason. Intex, he says he wants to talk to you again. I'm not gonna force it if you don't want to. I know how this can get.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Just for your stream like purposes, I don't think that's a good idea right now.
I mean, I don't care, but if you feel I know. If you want to talk it out with the man, he wants to join.
We've talked it out 10 times before minutes. There's no talking it out.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on and giving your whole side of everything, man.
Of course.
Again, I hope you find a really good third, and I hope you guys qual. I always want the boys to qual. You guys deserve to. You guys are insane. So again, sorry that all this happened, man. So yeah, bro. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Of
course.
All right. Later. Thank you, man. You have a good one, boss. Peace.
And I'll also add, because we talked about this on the Pullze check or on the watch parties, because people were like, well, Scump did it, but it was a solo YOLO. With solo YOLO is literally anything can happen.
You know what I mean? It's not a team game.
And I know it's not even disrespectful, but I could win a solo YOLO. Like, that's how and I ain't like that. I can win a solo YOLO.
Literally. Yeah, you can. Anybody can win. Anybody
can win a solo YOLO.
I'm saying don't sell yourself low is what I was trying. Is what I meant.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
I could definitely win one, but then it wouldn't be no indication of skill.
Listen, all right, Scummin, do you still want to hop on? Like, and I guess say, I mean, fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna drag him. Fuck it. All right. Yo, bro. Scummin. How are you doing? I gotta start giving you a percentage of Pullze check, dog. What's good, bro?
Low key.
Listen, I mean, again, same thing I told Intex is if you want to put on your camera, you can, but you're not forced to. But yeah, talk to me, man. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Vibing, bro. Vibing. So Scummin, talk to me, man. I guess you've been hearing everything up until right now. Everybody's saying a bunch of shit. Some people agree with you, some people don't. I guess tell me what your thought process behind everything. I will agree with you that I don't think you meant to do that on purpose. Everything that but yeah. So go ahead, talk, man.
Okay, so for the Intex thing, I talked to Gavin and I told him, I was like, yo, like if you can get like a spot for the last chance qualifier, like you and me can find one. So then me and him, before we even had a spot, we were kind of scoping out people, like who we could play with, like asking people, and a bunch of people came on, so that we asked them. But then I was like, the same night, I was like, yo, like, I'm probably just going to join these guys since you don't have like a spot, like 100%, just to like secure that I'm in the tourney.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, that's fine. Like, best of luck. And that was that. So then I was with them. And then the next day, he got back to me. And he was like, yo, like, I got a spot if you want to try and find one.
Gary,
and
that's what I was
like,
going to ask. You have a captain spot, Gary?
Yes.
Okay. So Huskers still has his captain spot from when you guys were. Okay. Just making sure.
Did he explicitly ask to get his own?
No.
He kept
Huskers.
He kept the original one.
Yeah.
Okay, did you ask to get your own?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So I had talked to before we made it official. I'd made sure that Huskers had a spot and that we had a spot.
Nice guy, Gary.
Yeah, because
So-
technically, just so everybody knows, you two can technically kick out Huskers if y'all wanted to.
Yeah,
We didn't
which
wanna do
would've-
that.
Yeah, there's not a chance.
Especially because it's like Seattle's spot and like we're not on LG. So
Yeah. Okay.
So then Gavin hit me up and he was like, yo, like, we got a spot. Like, do you want to try and like get a third? And I was like, yeah, but like, I don't really want to play with like one of the people that like we have in mind. And he was like, all right, like, we'll just wait and see like if anyone that we talk to comes back to us. So then Jace came back to us and he was like, yo, like, I'm on the fence. Like, I don't know what I want to do. And like, we just talked to him. We're like, yeah, like, I mean, it's up to you, like that was that. And then he was like, all right, I'm down. So then I told Tekka, I was like, yeah, like I'm really sorry, like I didn't like want to do this to you guys, but like I feel more confident in this team than I would in us, especially because every time me and Tekka have played, we always butt heads, we always argue. It's not even fun. And like he's made a twit longer about me because like I've upset him before and I just didn't want to deal with that drama. So I was like, I'm just going to go with Gavin and Jace because, you know, the chemistry's there with me and Gavin, and I don't want to deal with that drama.
Wait, is that true? You called him laughing, saying thank you for the strat?
Yeah.
I was coming. It's coming. There's
No.
There's no way.
Yes.
This is humor though, bro.
I will vouch for in text. I said, dude, why the fuck did you laugh? I was like, why did you laugh after saying that? I was like, that was like fuck. And then he was like,
Hilarious.
yeah, no, it was
funny. It was really funny. But like I was just joking. Like I was trying to bring like a little bit of light to the situation because I did feel bad.
He's not gonna think of that as a joke, obviously, especially given the circumstance.
I mean, I feel like anyone would do like what I did in my situation. Like I feel way more confident with one team than the other. Why would I stay with the other team that I'm not confident with? And also, like, I mean, you can ask anyone in your chat that watches me and Tekka play, like, bro, we argue like non-stop. It's literally like every time one of our mouth is open, like we're just arguing. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, dude, this is so weird. It's like the exact opposite situation of the original. You know, like Huskers and Gary fuck up by dropping you after the quals, and they're like, well, it's because Scummin is being Scummin. But it's like, but also, you've known what Scummin's tendencies have been for the last 2 years. And that's all obviously in the past. But now it's like, Bua and Tekka are mad that you left because you didn't give your word, or because you gave them your word. But obviously, you're always going to do what's best for your competitive side, which I don't blame you for. I agree. This is your last chance to get to London. Do what's best for you. I will say, as a man, your word is your bond. And if you said, I'm 100% with you, then like I totally empathize with Intech's beef with you. Because like,
oh no, I mean it's fine that he's upset with me. Like I don't care, but I want to get top 4. Like I don't really care about that friendship if I'm going to London, to be honest. Because I mean, dude, that guy's like actually tarnished my name over and over again. Like that guy will literally just sit there and bash my name as we're playing. It's really weird.
Have you done the same thing to him though?
I mean, yeah, because it's just what he does to me.
Right.
And he sits there and just pouts and stuff when we play and nonstop complains. Like I just didn't want to deal with it.
Ah, shit.
Joined, by the way.
I mean, at least you guys are on the same page. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Like, hey, you guys can have your own beef, but if you literally accept that it's like, yeah, I got to do what's best for me and I value this more than my friendship, I mean, fuck it. I applaud your honesty.
I mean, if he doesn't want to be my friend, then that's on him. I'm cool with being friends with him, but...
Intex said throw him in.
Oh, God.
Do you guys want me to stay in here, or I can
fuck it, bro?
Okay.
I don't want this to get personal.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't want
mean-
this to be Jerry Springer.
like it might make things worse.
It will.
If it happens,
will.
but at the same time, it could make things
no,
better if they yell at each other a little bit. Like,
but fuck that, bro.
no. I meant like better just so they yell at each other a little bit and then kind of like
Listen,
get that out.
Don't let
I
it get
know.
OD. And I think that it's getting OD. I'll bring it to just us four. Don't let it get OD. Here we fucking go, bro.
Run an ad.
Yo, all right, Tekka. Yeah, I mean, voice. I mean, talk it out, man.
Oh, I'm muted. Fuck. Well, that's awkward. I was muted. Wait, so Scumman, you said that I talked down on your name on stream?
Yeah, we do it to
Really?
each other because you just sit there
Really?
and bash me.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that's fucking
sit there and
insane
bash
of you
each
to say
other.
that. That's actually
sit there-
insane.
okay.
You
So
sit
we don't
there in
sit
front
there
of
and bash each-
thousands of people, just
Yeah,
absolutely
oh,
shitting on my
thousands.
name, even when I'm not there, by the way. Not just when I'm there. You do it when I'm not there, and you have 1,000+ viewers.
Okay, so then why
So,
would you want to play with me to begin with, bro?
I mean, it's for money. I mean, we've never really. Every time we competed for money, it wasn't like that. It's just you get
I mean,
fucking
bro, like,
weird
you-
over nothing.
I'm just telling you, I'm more confident with another team, and you're
That's
just upset
fine,
about
but
it.
that's not the problem, bro. I don't care if you left to play with them, bro. You literally said
what
the
you're
day
upset
before
about.
that, bro. You said the day before that when we were in the call that you didn't want to play with Gavin, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You said he fucking got 7 kills and lost every gulag, and you didn't want to play with him. What are you talking about? It's literally out of your mouth.
There's-
Why would
it's
I wouldn't
6
lie like
maps.
that either? I wouldn't lie like that.
What did
Like,
I say?
I literally wouldn't lie about that.
Wait, what did I say?
You said you didn't want to play with Gavin or Jace. That's why you joined it
no,
to begin
no,
with.
that's not. Okay, then why? How does that make sense if I'm with them, bro?
Exactly. It doesn't make any fucking sense. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was mind blown and like, it's just insane. Like you literally locked with us 1,000. We even switched the whole GB team, bro. And then you left after we didn't have a third, and you knew that. Like, that's the fucking epitome of just a piece of shit human. Like,
That was your idea to drop your third, so I don't know why you're putting that on me, bro.
what do you mean it was our idea?
Do you think? So I came to you and pursued you dropping Racine for me.
No, I never said that.
So then it was your
Did I say
idea.
that? Yeah, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So now you're just sidetracking with
What do you
nothing to involve.
You're sitting here blaming me for you dropping your third, bro. Are
It
you
has
not?
nothing to do with it. You told me 100% 10 times that you were locked in with us. That's the problem. Like, that was the issue. Like, and it wasn't like, I mean, I know I have 4 days, but like, bro, there's nobody now. Like, you just ruined everything for me and Buh.
Just got easier for me, brother.
I mean, that's fine. You can be a scumbag piece of shit. Everybody knows it's all good. You can. Be
I
that
wasn't
person.
trying to be a
I don't
scumbag
care.
piece of shit.
Well,
I was
I
just
mean, you
trying
have
to.
been multiple
I'm trying
times
to
in the
win.
past. Everybody in here knows that. Like,
Okay, man.
everybody in here knows that. You're not
Okay.
fucking hiding from it, bro.
Neither are you, man.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
I just want to win. Like that's all.
That's
I mean,
fine, bro.
You can't
I
fault
mean,
me for
you
that.
can want to win. That's fine. That's not the problem, bro. You don't think we want to win? This guy Buzz took 2 years off of college for this, bro, and you just ruined his whole chance.
How did I ruin? Yeah, bro.
We have
You
2
blaming that
people
shit
to
on
pick
me?
from. We have 2 people to pick from now.
I mean, you could go with like Prospect or something. I literally told you that.
They're staying together. Otter and Prospect staying together. As I
Then
said.
you guys might have to split, bro.
I mean, yeah, might have to. And then, like you said, everybody in here said it's all chem, and we're gonna have no chem. So that just ruins our chances even more.
Voice. All right. Is there anything else y'all want to say? I don't want to keep going back and forth. But it's look from the outside looking in, boys. It sucks when homies things end like this for homies and boys because y'all been friends. How long? 5 years, probably more.
Yeah, a long time. But it has nothing to do with that, though, bro.
I mean, you're the one that wants to ruin the friendship, bro. It's me. Like I'm
not
still cool
ruining
to be.
anything. You just fucking told me 100 times that we were locked, and then you just left. What are you talking about? If anybody's ruining, is you. What are you saying? This isn't the first time you just been a fucking piece of shit towards me. This is literally like I can count how many times.
All right,
And I
boys.
still go back and give you a chance every time. I don't know why.
All right, boys. Listen, I don't want this to get too crazy. I think this is definitely something y'all should settle off stream. Kind of just want to get y'all's perspectives on everything. And I didn't want if Intex didn't agree with stuff Scum and saying I wanted Intex to get the proper say as well. But boys, good luck to both of y'all. I hope y'all, or all three of y'all, right? I hope y'all are able to all qual and do the best, that y'all can. 5 spots are next week, and I hope you guys get them. So
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother.
thank y'all for coming on, man. Wish nothing but the best to all of y'all, boys.
Have a good
Have a
rest of your
good one,
stream, okay?
boys. Y'all have a good one, guys.
Later, gents.
Later.
Peace, peace, peace. Oh, boys. Oh,
what the
my.
hell?
Oh my God. I'll be honest. When I woke up today, I didn't really expect this to go down the way it did. Yeah, there was a lot of shit that boys, I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually kind of mind blown. I'm actually kind of mind blown.
The crazy thing was low key that when Scumming called Intex, he was throwing shots at Gary. That was kind of criminal. And that Gary was in the call when Intex exposed the shots about the 6 kills. That was criminal. That was low key criminal.
Okay, so now is Gary pissed off now?
Bro, the thing about it is, I feel like, bro, way too many people. I don't even know if it's a competitive integrity competition. It's not even that, bro. It's just like being a good human being, bro. Being a man, being like, yo, whoever, blank, throw in a name. You suck, or I don't like to play with you. We're not playing together. Like, don't be like, yo, Isaac, like, let's play together, bro. And then like beyond that, be like, yo, actually, like, nah, he sucks. Like, he's terrible. Like, I'm trying to find. Like, just be like, yo, I don't want to play together. I'm trying to find a new team. Instead, like, if Scumming and Gary think they're good, and then Gary just found out that Scumming was like, yo, Gary's trash, like, I'd be like, bro, what? Like, why don't you just tell me that before I'm trying to look for a new team, look for us a third? Like, it's literally just integrity, bro. Like, just be a man and be like, yo, I don't like playing with you. You're not good, or like, we're not working out. That's it. Like, why? The behind the back is just weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's got to be a mutual agreement between the two, because I feel like Gary knows, like Rada just said it, Gary knows how good Scumming is. Like he's not playing with them because they're best friends and they want to go have cookouts together and shit like that, right? Like that's not why they know like Gary, he's playing with Scumming because he's fucking nasty. Like let's just be honest, right? So I think there's a level of like mutual understanding, Yeah. So Gary just said he's called me trash for 3 years. It doesn't matter to me. So I think
I'll say the opposite's true. That's also why Intex wanted Scumming so bad, because he knows how nasty it is. Even if they've talked shit to each other for years, right? Like it doesn't really matter. You want the best player on your team that's going to put you in the best situation to win. And unfortunate, like, Intex team ends up being the losers of that because Blast moved on. If Blast didn't move on, then it's just like, cool, business as usual. Let's go ahead and kill this qual or whatever. We place 17th or 18th. We're basically in it as long as we repeat. So I don't know.
But I mean, we've all agreed countless times that it's not about raw talent. It's about
team chemistry,
right? And so like it's tough. Like Unrational mentioned earlier that. There's still some beef behind the lines between him and Huskers. And yeah, they probably didn't perform super well at stage 2 if they did have some of that like under the skin, because I mean, if we remember, Scumming started fucking throwing hands. He was shitting on like on every level that he could remember from every tournament ever from the past 2 years on Scumming and Huskers, or on Unrational Huskers. And you know what? Like, fuck it. Like he could be God amongst men when it comes to COD players. And I don't blame him for leaving if he felt like he had a better team, period. Okay, you got to do what's best for yourself competitively. But, I mean, fuck, at least have a little bit of shame when you're like, I'm serious, man. And I say that to him, and I mean it man to man. Like, I feel bad for Tekka. Like, your word is your bond as a man. And there's this tourney, but then there's the rest of your life and the rest of your reputation and these relationships that have been going for years. When you break that shit, it's hard to come back. Like, lots of lifelong friendships have been broken over World Series of Warzone. It's weird. It sucks. But, like, even if you had to and you knew, fuck, man, I really don't want to do this to you, Tekka, but I got to go some other direction, at least have some, like, empathy for what is going through with Intex and Believe. And, like,
I would
He
say
just
that's
seems fucking
crazy.
relentless about it. Like,
I would say
don't
that's
care about my
crazy.
friendship.
I would say, look, regardless of everything, I still think it's crazy. This man FaceTime him laughing. Haha, I got your strats. That's crazy. Oh,
I think it's just a nervous deflection. I just don't think he knows humility in that sense, and like letting himself be open to. Man, that's a deeper psychological thing right there. He's an incredible player. He's a really good dude most times, and this. I didn't want to fucking do this.
Yeah. I mean, look, man. I think my heart aches for Believe and Tex, right? Like, I really hope they're able to find a good player. I really hope they qual, regardless of who it is, because I know those boys are gonna come with the fucking passion. And if you guys are in here still, you guys are listening to this, man. Like, I hope this doesn't bring you down and this drives you guys to want to fucking. I genuinely can see Tech and Believe whoever the third is coming out and fucking frying. Like, that's just my opinion. Yeah, bring back Stu for one fucking time. I don't know. Like, it's.
Hey, that's my guy right there.
Yeah,
Where's Stewie, bro?
Yeah, man, I mean,
Stu, bro.
Yeah, bro. I hope that they qual and I hope they go crazy. But yeah, man, that's rough. That was crazy Rostermania. And you know what's crazy? We only went over like one team, 2 teams. So I guess, do we pull back up?
Kind of like 3. It's like a 3-way triangle of teams, right? Because we still don't know where Husker's gonna go. I'm sure he's working his magic to try and make something happen.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
there's a lot going on with teams there.
yeah. So I mean, Jerky free agent. We're thinking Otter and Prospect are a team of 2. Tech and Boo are a team of 2. Huskers is a free agent. Sin is a free agent. Sitrep a free agent. Tap free agent. Omega and Lix, they're looking for 1. Blast now, there's no longer free agent. He is now with Rias and what's it called? Xenon. Oh yeah, Russ. That's a big bro. Let's talk about Russ real quick. Bro, Russ pretty much got dropped. And let me see if I can bring this. I'm pretty sure we have it here. Where is that? Let me grab it. Right here, boom. Here, I'm gonna show it to stream.
Really?
Yeah, Russ
from Stellar's team, right?
Yeah, from Stellar's team. And he pretty much said, biggest snake in the scene goes to Stellar. Guy gets dropped before stage 2 and doesn't even want to compete no more. I convinced him to play season 2 and see it through together. We have some tough games today, which cost us a few hours later. And a few hours later, I get replaced before LCQ. Shit's wild. So yeah, Russ got dropped with Willie Teed and Stellar.
And they got 30th.
Yeah, they got 30th, and they're saying, and Russ is saying that it was because of, or Stellar was the mastermind behind it, right? I don't know where this leaves Russ now, right? It sucks, whatever the case is. I'm not gonna. I don't know what actually went down here. They kind of went at it on Twitter, and they were going after each other's neck. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think about this?
I mean, it sucks. Obviously, you know, Russ put his heart and soul into the team, but if he got 2-1 dropped, that's just fucking tough luck. I know he might think he's a snake because he invested in Stellar and Stellar turned around and stabbed him in the back, but I'm sorry, man. Like, you just got to find 2 of your own now. It sucks. Burn bridges. Don't talk to him again. Been there, but just keep doing your thing. Prove him wrong.
Oh shit! Stellar wants to join Cord.
Oh shoot! Oh, they also have the bunk drama, bro. That was the bunk. But didn't they also have the bunk E drama, or no? That was separate too.
I mean, that was drama before, right?
I know, but it's all adds up.
Yeah, everything
all adds up.
Yeah. I'm down. Give me a sec. I don't want this to go on for 5 hours, right? Because then everybody we talk about.
Oh shit, we're almost 2 hours deep already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I definitely want to just kind of go over everything before we kind of, just going through everything, solidify who is looking for 1, right? It's pretty simple. Stellar, if somebody can link them the Cord, we'll go through really quick, let you say your piece, and then we'll keep it moving. While we do that, while we get them linked to Cord, we'll go through all these. IQ and Ryda looking for 1. And then we went over the Scumming situation.
Yeah, they dropped a raise.
Yeah, they dropped Arrays. So Arrays, what the fuck? Arrays is looking for 2. TJ again with JC Baby and Oak Boy. They're looking for JC and Oak Boy looking for 1. TJ was dropped looking for 2. Rapizi and Omen looking for 1. Mortality is by himself. Tankin, Kurzai, Convict, Lanes. You guys can see, right? Damn, bro. There's a lot of teams that are left kind of.
Me and Clay are looking for one, but we're having a really hard time finding one. So I might have to start entertaining some stage 2
solos
roster fallouts.
Yeah. Let me drag Stellar real quick and have him, say his piece. Hello, Mr. Stellar.
Yo,
What's good, Papa?
chilling.
Oh shoot, wrong
Chilling.
screen. There you go. All right, man. Let us know what happened, what went down. Yeah, I mean, obviously from what we saw on Twitter,
I mean, it's pretty simple. Tuesday, we were watching your stream after, and we were like, we heard you say that on Friday that roster locks were going to be unlocked and like you could start making roster changes and stuff.
Yeah.
And leading up until World Series of Warzone, Russ didn't really feel like he was most committed. Whenever he kept saying that he wanted to be on days and stuff and like instead of a night schedule, and he took like a 4 or 5 day break for a mental reset, which is good. I know all of us need it. Being in content creation, it's very stressful. But to be honest, like he just wasn't as committed as when we first started talking and stuff. And then he got shadow banned, which is awesome. I know you guys understand that.
Yeah.
So he couldn't play until like Monday, Tuesday, and then we played the Tuesday tournament. Had 4 rough games, but had a banger last game. And then me and Willie bot reviewed for like 8-9 hours because we needed to switch something up. We needed to be more consistent with our drops, be more consistent with everything. And Russ is just not to be seen. Like we were in Cord, chilling, VOD reviewing everything. And then he joined a little bit later, and we could whenever we were VOD reviewing, we could hear TikToks and stuff on his phone. So and whenever we talked back about a situation, we were like, "Yo, you guys see this?" And he would be like, "Oh wait, what?" And he just wasn't locked in. It seemed like. So Tuesday night, I kind of laid it on the floor. I asked William, like, "Yo, you want me to be honest, bro?" And I said, "If we don't do well on Thursday, do you want to try to find one?" And he said, and one of the guys and the person that we picked up was ST. Leading up to the tournament, we were playing ranked and stuff with ST, and we just felt that when he was on our team, everything was uplifted. The passion, the chemistry, everything was uplifted. And Wednesday we we didn't hear from Russ until 5 p.m. And it's crunch time, man. Like we got to get our reps in. And keep in mind, he just got unshadow banned after not playing for 8 days. And yeah, I mean, he didn't like Wednesday we played 5 ranked games, and then he went to go to do something, and then he told Willie he'd be back and we'd do VOD review. Never came back. And then Thursday we had 2 good games, 3 shit games, and then we were on burner pace for the last game, and then we just died. Like at the end of the day, we just feel like we have a better shot and a better chance with ST, and it's pretty simple. Like
is he even allowed to play because his team was disqualified?
He played on Thursday with
you're right.
Vincent.
You're right. Okay, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, I got 26th, and he had 16 kills, which was kind of a lot when you stack that up against a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just watched the whole thing of the previous, and I'm doing what I feel like in the previous bonk situation. Like I said I apologized for not respecting Bonk's opinion because I did try to force my hand and stuff. Like that is something that I do apologize for. But in the moment, and in today's moment, and in the previous moments, I feel like I'm doing what I feel like is best to make it to London.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like I don't know. I'd feel me and it wasn't a captain thing. Like,
yeah.
Me and Willie both feel like we wanted ST. That's it.
Okay.
So.
All right, man. Well, good luck next week. It's going to be cutthroat, bro. So many teams are making changes. I mean, hey, I get it. Like we said, we understand. It's always going to be a sucky situation, man. So good luck, bro. Next week, come hard, bro. Come hard. I don't even. That sounds fucking horrible.
What?
Yo.
They were well spoken. I guess. I mean, some people take getting dropped differently. It doesn't sound like there was too much cosmic behind it. Nothing personal behind it.
I have screenshots if I need to take it there if he wants to get it back on. But
no, I don't want this to get too crazy. We got too much for one day.
I'm just
too much for one day.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. We think like the bottom line is we think that Russ wasn't committed and we wanted to get a more committed player.
So like obviously we looked at the tweet on stream. It seemed like almost the reverse, like almost as if you're tweeting his tweet because he was saying that you guys like that your commitment for stage 1 was like non-committal, and then he kind of encouraged you and brought you onto the team type thing. Isn't that what the tweet said?
Yeah. I mean, we talked in DMs and stuff. I was in a very weird mind space for like 2-3 days because like I was playing with my boys, like Bonk and Yeet. Like, dude, we did nukes, we did fucking win streaks, everything for like a year and a half, and then we had an opportunity to play, and it's just like it just fell through. But like I was in a weird mind space, and I couldn't allow my competitor side to just give up. So in the moment, I talked to Russ and I'm like, yo, what's your plans for World Series Warzone? He says, I got a few options, and we talked more in DMs about it. And I just said, all right, let's find a third. And that's it. So.
Yo, low key, I'm still mind blown about the 8-hour VOD watch, bro. That's crazy.
Bro.
That's crazy. Me and Brett.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Like I understand that the results right now aren't showing, but like you just gotta trust the process.
No, for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't say the results aren't showing. You were literally what? Like
I dropped 15 both days. Rest was the bottom.
No, they got 30th.
Yeah. Well, boys, listen, I don't want to stick too much and get into, we've been here for 2 hours.
You got a lot more to cover, brother.
Yeah, bro. So, Sailor, appreciate you hopping on, man. Thank you so much, bro. Good luck next week.
Thank.
Get him off his face. All right, boys. We're trying to get all the info out to you guys as much as possible. There's so many.
Wait, Brolic free agent?
Brolic a free agent? Wait, yeah.
By Nico Dez?
What happened with them, and then what happened with Mutex?
That was a while ago. So they dropped Brolic for Rias, and then Rias was playing with Nico and Dez, so they basically 1-for-1 swapped.
Okay. All right. I guess we got to figure out what, there's going to be so many different rosters developing. There's a lot of things about to happen, and we're just on the cusp of Rostermania, right? We definitely would need to have another one of these come
probably Sunday, Monday?
Monday,
there, right? Because that's kind of when stuff will be locked.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to do another one. Go ahead.
Yo, I was trying to ask, what did they watch in VOD for 8 hours, bro? That's what I went to Breads and me and Lamerson watched VOD for like 30 minutes where we're like, this team lands here, we slam them, we rotate here, bro, like that. 8 hours is crazy. Yo, I would have been on TikTok. I would have been 8 hours, bro. What are they watching?
Well, I think it could be an exaggeration slightly, right?
Like in there kind of like joking, but like at the end of the day, like you guys are mechanically at a different level than, all due respect, someone like Stellar. So he's got to be playing smarter. If he wants to be like getting top 15 in these tourneys, he has to know everything. He has to know rotations. He has to know when he goes up against this fight, how are they playing? Like TBE triangle formation type shit. Like, I mean, I tip it for putting in the hours. If you're him, it's like, you're not like, I'm going to walk into a building and win a 1v1 against Aiden. Like,
that's
put in your fucking hours. And
boys,
I tip it.
Quick thing, boys. I got an emergency. I need literally 1 minute. And you guys can keep going. Just literally 1 minute. I'll be back.
That's bro. I I don't know what you could be watching for 8 hours,
Well,
bro.
I think that you're thinking it's just like they pull up a VOD and that's kind of all they're doing. I think they could even be just talking in general. Like maybe it's just in general they're in the quad for that long, and maybe they were in there for 8 hours because they were waiting on his ass to show up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, true.
Be like, he said he's gonna be here, bro. That was like 6 hours ago. What the fuck is going on? And maybe it would have really only been like a 4-hour sesh or something. You know, there's a lot to that. I think the reality is that I think VOD review could be good, especially if you're looking to figure out where your flaws were. Because I'm sure you guys probably even looked back and said, "Shit, man, if this played out slightly different,
100%.
then we take first." You know, so. Maybe they had more footage because they had won they had played in the opens, you know, versus you guys had already won the stage one, like you had already been in the stage one. Like
there's some
winners.
value reviewing your own VOD, but I think there's even more in reviewing other people's. Like you might
100%.
see how they hold buildings in a different way that covers more angles. You might see them pull out a fucking rat strat in a gulag that when you run against them in a gulag, now you're aware of like, oh, this is his crush. This is what he does. This is his pattern. Right. So like, I think there's a lot of value.
But I also think it probably wasn't 8 hours. I think it was part of it just waiting on for somebody to show up, you know?
You're probably right. I mean, like, we just pretty much like saw who was the teams like that was coached by, the teams that we should definitely chow, and then like where all the top teams were landing and like where they would usually go to, and then from then on it's just like game sense, like, and that's it.
Yeah,
don't worry. I heard everything. I had my headphones on the entire time. Voice. So look. Before we got one big thing to talk about that I feel like we haven't talked about yet. And you know, did you guys know that I feel like this was like kind of thrown with everything that happened with all the crazy shit. This was kind of like thrown under the rug. Like nobody really talked about this, bro. But that team that we talked about on the podcast 2 days ago, or in the watch party, got banned.
I asked about that. Yeah,
so that guns guy, they got banned for and I quote, right, because that's what it says on the thing is.
His account or his Twitch got banned, right?
Well, yeah, that too. But like for that team got banned for hacking / for what's it? What's the word?
Exploiting?
No. Somebody plays another person's account. Ringing. There you go.
Ringing.
The ringing stuff. Yeah, we covered that a little bit. And when we tuned in, I think we only tuned in for like not even that long, because what the POV was, I mean, for lack of better phrasing, it was kind of a boring POV for the instance that we were watching. I'm sure if we watched the entire VOD before it got to like banned or whatever, it would have been different. But I think we were watching them hold somebody at the edge of the storm, so it was like nothing interesting. So we tuned, because we changed POVs like every like 15 to 30 seconds. Yeah, you know, so like the fact that we were on them that long was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, congrats to these guys, Flex's team. Now, because they got knocked out, they were in 16th. They take the 15th spot and they go, you know. So I mean, yeah, man. I'm glad that, you know, the GB did what they should have done and got these guys out of here. Even for the ringing alone, like, that's fucked up. We got to give to people that deserve it. Congrats to Flex and stuff. A lot of people keep saying, man, they're like, oh, they don't care about people cheating and shit like that. I mean, hey, I feel like GB has done a very good job at kind of doing what's right. Like, I don't know about you guys. I think they have done a great job. A lot of people also said this, oh, you shouldn't have roster changes, all this stuff. In my opinion, I think roster changes are good if you feel like the team needs to. You shouldn't have to be forced to play with people if you don't, right? There's a gray area, don't get me wrong, where it's like, oh no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Right? Like,
I also think like it makes sense where like a JoeWo's team would be roster locked, right?
Yeah, because they call.
Like that doesn't leave like one of them asked out. Like, let's say Brett and Joe colluded, like, hey, let's get rid of our third, you know? Yeah. Like, then the other team would probably get picked up or whatever. I mean, it would just be an awkward scenario. So I think the roster lock in that case, it makes sense, because obviously they got to get their flight arranged, their hotel, and Activision has to do all that stuff. Whereas these other groups, I don't even think this should have been like, oh, the captain has to keep one person. Like I would have been more open to be more flexible, so that there could be flexibility in that. Because if you think that you want to get 2 demons, You should be able to get 2 demons. You shouldn't be locked just because you happen to be a captain at one point. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think, well, remember that, like, the rule, at least I don't know if this is the way it was before, but the rule is 2 out of the 3 people need to agree to drop one person. You don't have to be, like, if you're the captain, you can technically get dropped. It doesn't matter who signed up and all that stuff. I don't know if that's, Chris was in here. I don't know if that's new, because a lot of people didn't know that. I got word of that. And then I had so many people, when I tweeted that out yesterday, so many people DM me, wait, is that true? We can drop our captain. Is that true? Is that true? So I don't know if that's new for LCQ or if that's been a thing since like day 1, right?
No, that was the thing for stage 2 as well.
Really?
In stage 2, if you wanted to go from stage 1 finals to stage 2, me, for example, stage 1 finals, we did not get top 25.
Yeah.
Going into stage 2 open, I did not get the auto qual to the stage 2 qualifiers because Lucky didn't want to compete anymore and I didn't want to compete with Zach. So since I didn't have 2 teammates, I would have to go through the open. And since I couldn't find anyone that I think could have made top 15 in stage 2, I didn't try to compete. Now, moving forward to the LCQ, I think that's perfectly fine. It's just 2 out of 3. Like if you're the odd man out, get dropped.
So technically, Chris is saying that it was the same from stage 1 to stage two the entire time. So technically, I'm asking, I guess this is a question for Chris. If Exact and Lucky were like, nah, let's drop Isaac, I'm assuming they could have done that. I just don't think that was like, I just don't think anybody read the rules if I'm keeping it $150. I don't think
it happened to anyone, did it?
I know, I don't think that happened to anybody, but
yeah.
Chris is saying that that's been the rule since day 1. So technically,
I think because there was an open, most people didn't feel like their hands were forced.
Yeah, now it's your force. It's literally last chance qualifier, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, only when rosters are unlocked. Yeah. So yes, so technically speaking, after like technically Lucky and obviously not Isaac, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, for example, Lucky and Isaac Lucky and Zach could have technically kept the captain spot if they wanted to stay together.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope for, Chris, let's talk soon after World Series and, hopefully we can cook something up, so make some new rules, some new changes, you know what I'm saying, for next year. But besides the point, but man, boys, we had a crazy day today. Today was absolutely nuts. Talk to me. I mean, let's kind of wrap it up already. How y'all feeling going into this next week? Obviously, teams are probably going to change, huh?
I think a lot of teams will probably change.
Out of curiosity, is there any hard intel on Mutex? Is he staying with his team? And then also, someone said Brolic got dropped, but I'm not seeing anything on the TL about that. How is that confirmed or not?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. That's what I was asking earlier. What is Mutex doing? Is he still playing? I know I think Rated said 41st. Are they switching it up for LCQ? Are they going in with those 3? What is going on? Brolic is a free agent. I know that. And if they're together after Rated said if they're together after 41st, that's passion. That's what Rated said, not me.
They gotta lock in an 8-hour VOD sesh. That's all I gotta say. They gotta get the 8 hours, the full time.
So I wonder what they're gonna do. I don't think they've said anything. I guess it's not public knowledge that Brolic got dropped. But I guess Rated knows the cheese. I don't know. But boys, listen, man. Today's been a very eventful podcast, and I mean, hey, let's see what fucking the weekend brings. There's a lot of things to discuss. Next week, LCQ, for those of y'all wondering about the dates, the 26th of July is Europe's LCQ, starting at 12 Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. And then the exact same times, the 27th on Thursday, is North America's Last Chance Qualifier. Last Chance Qualifier, the way it works is 5 teams qualify out of 50 teams, right? But here's where it kind of gets weird. Is after 5 games, the top 4, 5 games, the top 4 make it to London after 5 games, right? Top 4 teams. That leaves 1 spot available. The 6th game is a solo YOLO, trio YOLO, winner take all. It doesn't matter if you got 0 points the entire tournament. if you win the 6th game, you automatically qualify for London. That sucks from a competitor's point of view, but let me tell you, from a spectator's point of view, it is fucking amazing. Listen, I get it.
It's gonna be lit.
Also,
I get
I'll
it.
add to this is literally you had like 7 opportunities to make it up to this point where you could like get into like a good spot to lock it in. This is literally the last chance, like anything can happen. And it'll still likely be one of the better teams that pulls off that. But we'll see.
I will say, look, I think I get it from a competitor's perspective. It's a bad thing, but in my opinion, I think we should be moving the slider right to more viewership, because we know the better the viewer experience, the longer our esports lasts, and we know how that goes, right? So I think that's great, and I completely understand why they're doing it. I think that solo, trio, YOLO, whatever you call it, is going to be fucking lit to watch. And in my opinion, do it again next year. Do it again. All right, so last chance qualifier next week, man. It's going to be dope, boys. I'm excited.
Do you think they should do 6 games and then a 7th game solo YOLO?
Yes. If I had
or
to.
Right now it's 5 and 6. Do you think we should do a full 6?
Yes.
And then a 7th?
I think in general, the entire time, whether it be semifinals and all that stuff, all the qualifications, everything should be 6 games or more. It should not be 5. I know the semifinals was 5 games and finals was 6 games. In my opinion, 6 games no matter what. And if I'm going to add to that, I know that, maybe they thought it wouldn't sell, but if tickets sold out in one day for the thing, make that a 3-day event. LAN, I know it's more money. I get it. Fly out 300 people, right? 300? No. Yeah, 300 people. Yeah, 300 people compete Friday, half the lobby competes Saturday, half of the teams move on to Sunday, championship Sunday. We're flying across the country. I know it's the first one, so I get that it's one day, but if I had to give some some advice, I would hope that next year it's a 3-day event instead of just a 1-day LAN,
And then also for competitive too, make like 8 games and also cut the solo YOLO prize in about a 10th or a 4th, and then put that back into the normal prize, because we're playing a $1.2 million tournament, and first gets like 25K.
That's what everyone title said, bro.
Yeah.
First gets like 25K, bro. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, remember Husker's house was crazy back in the day. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of things. Listen, there's a lot of things that I think could be better, but like this is the first big year of actual. I get it. World Series of Warzone has been the last 2 years. I understand, but the first year that's on LAN, things will definitely get better. There's a lot of things, a lot of feedback that the community has given that a lot of people have given, players included. One of the things I think definitely top 10 payout. Don't make it top 50 or whatever it is. Even getting to finals, in my opinion, yes, getting to finals is an accomplishment, but let's pay top 10. I think that's the best. Let's reward the best.
And then also cut that solo YOLO in a 5th or a 10th. But that's criminal.
It's great. It's great from a viewer's perspective. I get it. Right.
But from the viewer's perspective, it's the same value, 100K or 25K. Or 100K and 10K.
It's just a lot of money on the line, one and done.
Hey,
or the most RNG fest ever, instead of the team that it was the most consistent over like 8 games.
Or hear me out. Or we do crowdfunding. Make a skin. Put it in the item shop. Crowdfunding. Come on, man. Make it happen, bro. Make it happen. Anyways, boys. Everybody's telling me the whole Shifty situation. You guys saw that, right? You guys saw Shifty Swag calling out Shifty. Yeah,
he said you got to update your player ranking.
Yeah. So here, look, I'll put it here real quick because I know a lot of people want to see. But it said, do we have a Shifty versus Swag beef brewing? And pretty much Chris told Shifty, might have to redo that tier list a little, bro. For those of y'all that don't know, Swag's team placed higher than Shifty's team. And then Shifty responded with this. I'll play it really fast. I'll shoot it. My thing's going to pop off here.
I will bet it that we play. Let's do 10 bands, bro. 10 bands.
Oh my God.
Or we can do entire earnings that we make out LAN. I will bet it that we place higher than you. If you want, if you want to do individual performance, let's do 50K.
Oh my God.
Hey, if you're that confident,
And the gist of the clip is he's basically saying he'll put his earnings up as a wager.
Yeah, so for those of y'all who didn't hear that, if you guys are in any of the other boys' streams, he pretty much said, I'll put up 10 bands that we place higher than you as a team. And then he said, individually, want to see who plays better individually, I'll put up 50 grand. Okay, so I don't know. Chris hasn't said anything. You know, that's you know, hey, I'm not getting into that shit. Chris is my longtime boy. Shifty lives with me. Hey, that's their beef, you know, tight shit.
Hey. I don't even think Chris is responding, brother. Chris bag is different from any bag. He's good. He's good. The bag is different.
I will say, Chris. Yeah, Chris kind of, you know, hey, you know, Chris might have PJ to fucking London. You know what I'm saying?
That man wipes his cheeks with 10 bands. You know what I'm saying? He's good.
Oh, anyways, boys, man, I think that concludes today's podcast. Today was a great day. Definitely fucking entertaining. But anything before we close, boys?
I'm
no?
good,
Okay, no. Oh, man.
That was a crazy one.
All right, man, guys.
He's had like multiple seasons of the villain arc. I know that.
Who?
Scumming, bro.
Oh, Scumming. Yeah.
He lives the villain arc, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's crazy.
That man Scumming the Draza of fucking Warzone, bro. Oh, man. Anyways, boys, W Podcast, man. Thank you guys so much for those of y'all who tuned in. We definitely will have to run one back Sunday, Monday, whenever we hear more roster announcements. And then, of course, we're going to do the watch parties to Wednesday, Thursday for LCQ. It's going to be insane, man. So, boys, Joe, Isaac, JGOD, thank you as always for tuning in. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. And chat, everybody who's here and those on YouTube, thank you guys so much for staying to the end. We'll catch you guys in the next one, baby. Peace.